I should play the level up.
DM inspiration back.
Never got
We
it.
never did get to hear that exactly.
I was searching for that damn computer charger, hoping to
we got
get some
here,
demonstration. Never got any last
Well,
session.
okay, what a drop was.
What do we got here? Flavored enemy.
Joanne
What is
is
it?
DM
Flavored
inspiration.
enemy.
I get it.
How is it?
You wouldn't like it.
I don't know what the flavors are.
Hey,
I'm just kidding.
It's just cranberry and orange juice for you, and then everyone else.
Bullshit. I
Good old
want
vodka.
it like everybody else. Just kidding. Don't.
You can't break your sobriety.
Quick recap of last session. You guys started the session off tailing an individual in the slums that you got the lead off the bounty board. Using the illusionary glasses to read the hidden message, you guys went to the slums, found a target, found two targets actually, kind of spied on them and overheard a conversation where you got a few contacts from what you believe to be the Thieves Guild. You guys slaughtered the individual after interrogating him. Sylvan did his best interrogation, holding a knife to the guy's throat, and Rowan and Brecken sniped down an individual trying to flee the scene. Again, information was gathered, and you went back to where Sylvan was given a pig from the king. The pummel pits ensued. There were victories, but there were also defeats, as Sigmund lost a heavy bet, as the Silver Swans B team made a huge upset, as the Brewmasters and the Brewseekers got their ass kicked. What?
still on my shit list over there.
I mean, you just can't make that shit up.
That was awesome.
I know. I could be mad, like if he just like it was close, but I was like,
He was on
I
fire.
said it is what it is.
Yeah,
You move on.
Oh, yeah,
Just think.
Don't worry. I'll have a big smite for him later.
That would be
Whenever
cool.
it's bad.
You used the boss lock. Watch me like
Did you show everybody?
over a 10.
I think they saw it. Did you see this?
Hey, if you
New mini.
Oh, shit.
Stars?
That's
Stars
him
with
with
the
a
sword.
Titan Tooth Saber.
Ooh, damn, that's badass.
Was that his current
You
form?
might need another one with two cross.
No, that's cool.
But wait till you get another magical one.
I'll make sure I don't die anytime soon.
And so we end the session right now. You guys have regathered kind of in the common area of Skulligar after your battles in the pummel pits. Okay.
What time is it?
It's right around, the battle started at noon, it's probably 3 right now. 3 p.m.
What do you say we boys check out the old bounty board?
I'm gonna put the glass on me over there.
Go for it.
I think I still have them, but you should probably gonna be all losing.
Sure.
I think that if we try to get some income for our loan that we're going to have potentially coming up here, that might not be a terrible idea.
We definitely need to invest in shit.
Titan 2 Dars to kick fucking Shield Dars' ass.
Shield Dars is kind of pussy. I like this type too.
I think it. What? Sorry, what time is it?
It's 3. 3.
Later tonight, I might go to the inn and see if Nadia's there. We haven't checked in with her in a while.
Sleeping Serpent.
Sleeping Serpent Inn, yeah.
I got some trunks to loot there. That's a great idea.
You already know I'm in.
I played some barrel die, but I think I'm done for betting for a while.
Well, let's just go see what's on the bodyboard and see what Nadia has to say and check out the guild halls.
Right our whistles.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do we want to talk to the bank guy to get our ship repaired? We should do that today as well.
Probably be a good thing to get that thing starting.
I mean,
like, it's not gonna just spin overnight.
I mean, if we're gonna, unless we plan on staying here for 3 more weeks,
Because it might take a little bit to.
that's what I'm assuming.
The other thing is, though, is how long do you think it's going to take us to accrue that much money?
I think we just have to.
What was the
I don't think
estimate?
it takes too long.
10,000.
They sent someone after us.
But I'm
They'll
not
kick
worried.
their ass.
I'm not worried about the loan. I'm more worried about getting enough money through whether it's loans or just money in general to actually fix the ship. Because based off of the conversation I had, it's going to take close to 20 to do what we want.
With the extra.
Well, I don't think we need cannons to start.
The cannons weren't the most expensive part. The cannons were only like
I thought they were 2,500.
they were. I
Because
mean,
we
yeah,
can get
like,
it all fixed at least for 10. Correct?
from my understanding of the conversation I had, that if we used just generic wood, it would take about like just shy of like 15 grand for us to fix it, and then it was another 5 grand for cannons.
I thought it was 10,
I
but
thought it was
then
10 as
but
well.
for
It's
cannons
3 for-
and
yeah.
extra like.
Fortification.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
I mean, I guess you were in that conversation we were.
Either which way though, even if we don't get cannons, like that's not necessarily we don't need them, but like it would be nice. But even if we decide not to go get cannons, we still need at least 10 grand for
Hey,
that ship.
hear me out, guys. We could get Jakar to sail with us. He had things of dynamite. We don't need cannons. He'd be just chucking some dynamite nades over
I
there.
think he's out of that.
Blow
Isn't
their
he?
ship up.
That would be pretty cool.
I think that's why he wants us to get that.
I think he's
Or
almost
no,
out.
that's not
We do have a crew to pay too if we are setting sail.
That's also
We paid them a
true.
lot up
Yeah,
front.
we overpaid him, so.
Oh yeah, you're right. We gave him like.
$250 each.
Well, that's
Oh,
the
yeah,
other
that's
thing
a lot.
too.
Never
Like,
mind.
do we need?
More
Do you guys
crews?
think that we need more? Or do you think we're okay?
No, we need a crew.
Probably.
I think we
Probably
should
another one for
get
sure.
Seriously, we need a crew because if
I think that maybe I can ask Nadia that.
Someone
Maybe
wants
some
to-
pirates looking at, or some people looking to get out.
Yes, I agree.
and if someone wants to board us or fight, numbers look better. So
I say we do a bounty and complete that and take out a smaller loan.
Yeah, maybe mostly maybe we just get the loan,
Yeah.
get the ship going,
Yeah, that would be that as well.
and then we can do a bounty,
How much do we
fight.
have
Maybe
in
we
the
can
party
go down
fund?
pump.
oh, hear me out here.
$10.
Okay, I know I just lost my bet. What if we get the loan, save for our ship,
We bet on
go
it.
throw a hammer on the pummel pits tomorrow morning?
Not by me.
And we'd be double
Oh,
fucked
then we're
if we
gonna just lose it.
But if we win, we'll have double the amount of money. I'm in.
You know, I mean, it is an option.
Hey, and then we can just loot the guy.
It's so
I can watch. I can watch the bookie and win him later. I'm fine with it. I'll do some.
So
That's
we
some stuff
had to
that's
do a
gold.
personal fund, didn't we? 800 gold.
Yeah, I need my gold after I lost
Yeah.
my ass on
Where
that
did
bet.
Bullshit. You
Where
put
did
the two
funds
best.
go?
You
I
put
don't
the two
have
best
hardly
players.
anything either.
It's
after
200
buying
gold.
Oh, well, I'm more than that.
I only have 400.
What
it.
are we doing?
200.
I spent it.
I have 400. Party fund only has 200.
I have about like 20 gold.
Yeah, we're fine.
We're not.
What
are we trying to
I have 1,000 gold. You
Let me pray to the
poor
gods
bastard.
tonight, see if they can send us some gold.
I've got 2,900.
Oh, you have
Whoa,
some.
that, I mean, I don't know if he's
Well,
putting
I
money in
came
the
from
party
doing
fund.
bounties constantly. That's what I did before I met you guys.
Sleep.
Oh, I
Can we walk? Can we be
I was flickering. And boom.
as we're talking?
Yeah.
I just sleep with one eye open.
By the way, I have the glasses on now. So, yeah, we'll get to the final word.
Shots your ass with one of these lightning arrows. Right up your ass, Rowan.
This is what you guys see.
I like resistant.
Oh, there's no bounties.
Do you see any symbols on there with the glasses?
I don't think so.
There's no damn bounties.
Okay.
Find out
Well,
the means of making
I would
money.
say we either.
I think we just go talk to the. Should we go see if Nadia's in the
She could give us a
at the
lead.
sleeping circuit?
Yeah, let's
She might have
Go to
some
the cave.
missions for us.
What if some of us went to the king and some of us went to Nadia?
What do we want to go
One
to
thing
the
I
king
know
for?
about taverns too is there's always people in there looking for
Actually,
jobs.
I'm gonna go talk to the boat or the bank loan man.
Yeah, see that and ask him. Do we have to come here to pay him off?
Well, no, I think there's banks elsewhere that we could send payment,
We
things
can
like
wire
that.
it.
I believe like they have the electronic banking
Ships.
system. They can wire it.
It's like
Yeah,
They can
it's
like wire some money to each other.
like shine online
What's the,
banking.
what's the chest in Minecraft where if you have a chest here?
Oh,
Ender
yeah.
chest. Or ender chest, you're right.
Yes. I'm sure they have that.
Enchanted.
I was thinking like teleportation circle, just like in a ball, and they throw gold on there and go boom.
Close into another
If that's
spot.
the case, we'll stand outside of that circle.
I can go with Sigmund to talk to this.
I'll go with you, Sylvan.
I'd like to go to the inn.
I'll go
Oh,
to the end
yeah,
as
let's
well.
go to the end.
Okay, so who's going where?
Us four go to the inn. Me and him are going alone.
Go.
Hey, then when we come back, let's go to the guilds and try to figure out.
Who that?
Ask around.
Whoever it is. Hoping Nadia can maybe get some of that away as well.
We will start with the slum, or not slums, the inn. We can go into the inn.
Cassie's the only guys who
Yeah, yeah.
When we were in the slums, I heard that one of the people that we killed mentioned the name Octavius.
Yeah, I have that written down. The one dumbass said.
Yes.
Nigel.
Nigel Black.
Does he live in the slums or in this area?
I don't believe so. I don't know much, but I can only pray that it's a coincidence if it's a different Octavius.
Oh yes, you mentioned that you may have some history.
Yes. From what I understand, my master told me they tried to bring him from another plane of existence here, and in return, I came to this world. But a little while after that, they summoned him, and well, I believe they summoned him, and it wiped out my entire guild with That's about all I know. I do know that I was tasked to find someone, and I haven't found it yet.
So you came from somewhere else?
Correct.
So you weren't born here.
I was not.
So where'd you just spawn?
Well, I came when my guild was trying to summon me. They were in Kingsbane.
Yeah.
That's where I arrived, and I don't remember much from my past.
So what guild?
It was the Blackstone Guild.
Blackstone. I haven't heard of that.
They're the smallest guild over in Kingsbane, and they took me as one of their own.
What plane were you?
All I know is that I came from a place called, I was told it was called Earth.
Oh, you came. I have no idea what that is.
Never heard of it.
That's about all I know as well. I was told to find someone named Esmeralda. I haven't,
Esmeralda?
I haven't been able to find her yet.
Interesting. Well, so
Well,
is
that's
that
cool.
this Octavian or
Well, it's nice
Octavius?
to meet an alien.
I guess that's what I am.
I didn't know you were an alien all along. Jeez, Bradley.
Wait, so he is wearing Air Jordans?
So you got them shoes.
Yes, they were on my feet when I came
That's
here.
sick.
So do you remember your past? Who you
No.
left behind?
Not really. Sometimes I would see in my dreams faces that may be friends or family, but names evade me.
Well, hey, maybe someday we can get you back if that's what you want.
I believe that is my end goal.
So this Octavian that you mentioned, is he Trouble, the one that was supposed to be summoned, or?
I was told that if you were to be successfully summoned here, that he would go to destroy me.
Okay.
And he's obviously part of the Thieves Guild.
I'm not sure if he's part of the team or not.
I can't remember what they said about him.
What are you laughing at?
I'm not here.
Yes, that's what you like.
I hear there's a guy named Max Stefan on Earth. He was eating pussy.
There's a pass. Well, if we ever run into this Octavius fella, we'll have your back. Although we can fend him off.
I feel like we can.
So,
Better out.
well, let's ask Nadia and see what she knows and
Yes.
go from there. But thanks for sharing that, Bradley.
That's
Now I
okay.
know you're a freaking alien.
Yes.
Did you see her ball?
Is your friend Nadia the innkeep?
No, she works for the Tide. Over the Tide. Do you know what that is?
Vaguely.
It's like a faction. Is that what you'd say?
Make a history check.
I'm not that. It's a D12.
I'm going over. 8. In your life, you've only seen them as a faction.
Okay.
But you've heard them of being part of the war too, but
So, yeah, in my sense, it's just a faction. But we do know there's a statue out front of this place, and the Tide used to run Skullgar.
Is that right?
And then this Wellington guy, I don't know if it went through, but that's where we got rid of the swords.
It was like a band of pirates, correct?
It's kind of like pirates, kind of more take to the
Sea
seas.
people, yes. And Nadia, she's kind of the leader around here
That we know.
that we know
of.
of. And
But that
she,
Sandor fellow was part of the Tide. Obviously not good.
but Sandor was, Nadia's shown that she's on the good side, where Sandor was sneaky and not good.
This tide is full of pirates. How do they align with us?
I don't know. That's kind of the side we ended up on, and the side we're riding with right now.
Most of these guys are in the Order of the Tide. I am not, which has actually helped us, but we're kind of somewhere in the middle between the two.
I'm definitely not with Wellington. You give a shit less about that guy.
Drink to that.
I don't know who he is, or what he did in his past life. But not a good fella.
let's have you make a history check too.
Good or no?
It's gotta be good.
Oh!
6.
Histories are good if you can get
I don't
them.
know.
Yeah.
You guys are all just dumb.
Same thing with you. You've never really been a part of, Kingsman, like the government side.
Yeah.
And you know there's pirates all over the place. You know of, there's been a ship here recently that you can't quite piece together that was an independent ship, which means that they are part of nothing. And you've heard of them before, especially when you've seen them recently, you're like, oh yeah, I get that. Because you yourself have always been pretty survivalist, independent, so you don't understand, even if he says a faction, you're like, oh what are you a faction of? You're just like, okay, pirates.
I show no allegiance.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go into the inn then.
Everyone who's going to the inn, roll perception checks.
Nice.
There we go.
25.
All I know is all my skills got a +1 because
16.
my bard.
9.
So what'd you get? Oh, there. 18. Anyone above a 16?
Beats it, beats it.
Yep.
Yep. Here's a very familiar voice. You don't, though. Get on the bootstraps, man. Get ready to set sail. And 25, you see Nadia at docks preparing the Sparrow to set sail.
What's Nadia!
And she's kind of like hanging on one of the ropes, kind of off the edge, and she kind of hears. She kind of looks back, kind of towards the slums, and she goes, "Hey, my old friends!" And she kind of swings down towards the docks.
I haven't seen you in a while.
Did I?
Likewise.
Where are you going?
Well, we are setting sail. We're gonna go investigate the Tiber Cove and what's left of it, I hear.
Yeah, we were there.
Not much.
Yeah, we really filled you in.
Yes, what happened?
Well, the church is burned down. We killed Sandor. He was not himself.
Town's ruined.
He was part of the Rhaegal army.
I haven't heard from Sandor in quite some time. I was getting eerie about him.
No, he was, when we were there, he was part of this church. And Rhaegal, you know the Red Moon?
Yes.
That was, I think, Rhaegal's doing. That was like another moon from another plane.
Is Captain Sandor okay?
No, he's
dead.
He's actually not.
He's
no.
very dead.
Trust me, no. I know you were friends with him, but he was not the same man.
No.
What happened to him?
He unfortunately had to end his life. We went to Tiger Cove, and him and a bunch of, what was it, undead?
Yeah,
Whites and ghouls attacked us, along with Brax.
He
But
sided with Rhaegal.
And he was not who we wanted to be anymore. Rhaegal's powers took him over and he was too far gone. There's no coming back from that.
Well, we were also told that he essentially lied to us from the moment we stepped foot here.
Yeah, he didn't lie to us the entire time.
She kind of looks at all four of you. I never met you.
Name's Brecken.
Did you pick him up along the way?
We did. Yeah, we just a couple weeks ago, probably about a week ago. He helped us defeat Rhaegal and end Sandor's suffering.
You kind of see her kind of bow her head and she gets something from her coat. It's a little flask. She pours it into the ocean.
What was that? Was that alcohol?
Yes, it was.
What kind of alcohol?
Some of the best rum you'll ever find here in Skulligar.
I imagine.
One that got away.
She kind of looks up. I don't know what's for Captain Sandor.
I wouldn't say he was deserving of that, but that's just me.
He was a good friend. He was a member of the Tide. And everyone looked up to him.
I want you to know we tried to get him to make things right, and he said it was too far gone.
Your friend was dead before we set foot on Tiber Cove.
Tiber Cove's no longer really of any use. But I do think you can be of some use to us here. I'd love for you to, dock the ship and have a talk.
There's nothing worth it. There's nothing there worth anything besides stone and ash.
Well, there's nothing left. Men, stop what you're doing. There's no need to set sail. Go have a drink at the inn. We mourn for a lost one tonight, folks. And everyone kind of, oh.
How many people are on the ship?
Probably like 30.
You got a small crew there.
The Sparrow's pretty big. It's a decent size boat. Well, why don't you say you fellows join me for a drink at the inn?
Yeah,
Why'd you never ask?
That's where we're
That's where we
heading.
were headed to try to find you.
Oh, you were looking for me.
Yeah, we haven't really checked in with the Tide much. We've been dealing with these we thought the whole place was gonna get destroyed, Fulgar, and we kind of thought that was first on our priority list. And we ended his rule, whatever grasp he had on this plane of existence.
Well, I think I have some things to tell you too as far as the Tide's plans. Perhaps how you and your party could assist.
Well, that'd be wonderful.
Let's go to the sleeping separate inn.
Can we walk ahead of her? Like she's probably got a docket, so.
Yeah, she's
like,
yeah.
Okay.
She's not gonna do anything. Her men are just docking it. She's gonna walk with you, so yeah, we're kind of just strolling through the streets to get to the Sleeping Serpent Inn. It's not a super far walk, but 10 minutes. And you guys get to the inn, and you see kind of Nadia walk in, and she sits at a table, and she kind of shushes away a few people, so you all can sit next to her.
Well, Brecken, I know your pockets are pretty heavy. It'd be nice for you to buy the first round, don't you think?
Sure. First round on me.
Well,
Get me too.
How generous of you.
He's got 2 gold. And I just said the most, so I'm going to pay it. No, I won't have to loot you tonight, Brecken.
Oh, there's his gold right
I
there.
can pull out a beer menu again.
A bear menu.
I'll have a pale ale if you have one.
Let's do a menu, perhaps.
It's the same as it was before.
This place never upgrades.
Same island.
This place sucks.
Same drinks last 2 weeks. It's crazy.
Oh, I will take the bushmead.
Harsh.
Oh, bushmead. Actually, no. Give me a poor man's pilsner, please.
What's that, like PBR?
I'll take
Sure.
a Doom Tomb.
I'll take a impish amber lager.
I'm gonna go with
Volcanic
the meat, the large meat.
You seem like a volcanic heat type of guy. Spiced vodka.
6 over.
And I'll take 2 of the King's Verdict, please, Brecken.
2 of the what?
King's Verdict.
What does that mean?
It's just a drink.
Drink.
Oh,
Wish
gotcha.
you went to sleep. Wish you went to sleep with you. I'm not sure.
I didn't know what you were getting at. My bad. I didn't see that one on there.
Be 1 gold.
What's that?
1 gold.
Okay, how much do I owe total for everybody's drinks?
That's 1 gold. Like everything is 1 gold.
He's like, oh.
In that case, I'll get the first 3 rounds.
I'll be here all night.
Inflation.
But,
is,
so,
yeah.
what were you seeking my assistance for?
Well, anybody else wants to say? But, one, I was curious about what the Tide was up to. I know that you said you were going to talk about this, so we'll ask you about what we're interested in first.
Yes.
Alright, we're interested in that as well, but we had a run-in with some of your, I don't know if you knew them, but his name was, forgetting now, just said it. Nigel Black, he works for the Thieves Guild.
Name sounds familiar, yes, but there's many in that guild, unfortunately.
What about the name Octavius?
No?
No?
Not ringing any bells
I'm just
here.
curious, but
Is there anything about the guild you could tell us?
Yes. I was under a man named, I think his name was Dervmore? Moonfall something? I've been out of the guild for quite some time.
what was it?
It's something Dervin, Moonfall, I believe? I first ran into him on Perrybrooks.
What sort of business was going down in Perrybrooks?
Well, that city is slave-ridden guild. It's pretty much ran by a group of bandits.
If you don't know this, Brecken, Nadia here used to be a part of the Thieves Guild. Thought it was kind of a money heist, as I would likely join, but it's much bigger, as she's told us, and as you know now, with slaves.
seems to be one of the reasons you were turned away.
Yes. It appears to be much more than what breaks the surface.
So what's this Durvin doing today?
I have no idea. I just knew he was one of the head honchos over there in Perry Brooks. That's who I directly reported to.
Do you remember?
Now, I do not believe he was involved with the slave trading. He strictly only asked me to gather items for him.
Did you ever meet someone in Perry Brooks named Salvador?
No, Salvador does not ring any bells to me.
What about Esmeralda?
No, that one doesn't ring any bells either.
Were you part of the Thieves Guild when you were stationed over here?
For a short time, yes.
Where you're kind of on the hunch or on the search for somebody. This person is a current member. And that's the guy we called earlier, Nigel. He mentioned this, that somebody currently is living in the, what's the area called?
Perry Brooks.
No,
Kingsman.
what we're saying.
The guild area.
Somebody in the guild houses.
Oh, Salvador Storm.
Not Salvador, he's higher up than Perry Brooks, but there's somebody in the guild house, in the guild halls, that is a part of the Thieves Guild that we're in search for. Do you have any idea or any hunch to who that may be?
I have no intuition, no.
Do you have any leads for someone who might know?
Again, you got all this information out of one guy.
Yes,
Two guys.
I was very
Very
stern.
persistent.
Well, I would caution you. Members of the Thieves Guild are very slimy. I wouldn't believe everything they tell you. So I'm not saying that there's no one in the guild hall that works for the Thieves Guild, but I don't want you to start exposing everyone, claiming everyone works for the Thieves Guild.
Of course.
No
So you're saying that it might not be somebody in the guild halls necessarily?
I'm just saying it seems like this guy was a little revealing with information if he's giving you all this. Typically they are told to kill themselves if they're trying to be...
One guy did
He
try to kill
tried.
himself, but we revived him. One guy said,
He wasn't done answering our questions.
and then he kept the answer again.
And then we killed him.
Well, that checks out, yes.
Do you possibly notice this Thieves Guild have a hideout in here?
It constantly rotates. That makes it difficult to pinpoint which one they're at currently.
Do the people in town that are part of the Thieves Guild, like when you were there, did you walk openly with your mark and tattoo, or were there ways to hide that?
It's pretty... There are ways to hide that. Oftentimes with magic or just clothing, but typically it's not advised to be walking around with that symbol.
Do you know anything the king would think about? Does he know anything about the Thieves Guild?
I'm not completely sure if the king has any play at what was going on
He
there.
definitely does.
Do you know of any rats within the king's circle that could be in the Thieves Guild?
There are always people conspiring against the king and listening to the whispers in the halls of his high castle, but I do not have any context, unfortunately.
Seems like we should move on to our next part of business if there's no more Thieves Guild.
Well, because you know the queen.
Yes, yes.
Did you know she was a slave?
I did not know.
Yeah,
She from Perry Brooks,
she's from Perry Brooks, yeah. So the king has some dealings with slave trading.
Interesting.
I don't know if that could give you an itch to take him off the throne.
Well, it adds to the case, for sure. You
What?
kind of see a smirk come across her
Is this
face.
what you wanted to talk to us about?
Yes, indeed, yes.
Trust me, I will do anything. I already gave it one try,
Oh, perfect.
but I failed. This could have all been done if I just would have been a little more secretive.
Yeah, you dropped the ball.
Do you know of any people within the area that would be allied to this cause?
Pretty much everyone in the slums, my friend. And trust me, we would get slaughtered if we tried to take them on. I mean, we're probably close to the same numbers, but the Royal Army here in Skolagard is much more equipped for battle than the people in the slums.
Is there any talk of rebellion or uprising within the slums?
Oh, yes.
Is there a leader?
Yes.
Is it you?
That
You're
must
looking
be-
at her, yes.
So what kind of plan do we have devised right now? Because you have to have something to take these guys out.
And she kind of looks around. And it's not super busy, so there's not too much noise. But she kind of leans in. As I was saying before, the people of the slums have endured far too much for far too long. But again, we can't do a whole lot because our equipment, our armory, our weapons, everything is just so poor compared to the Royal Army. But there's something here in Skolagar that has been here for many years.
I know what you're talking about. Dracus.
Yes.
And I think I have an idea of how we can get him. One, we have somebody who has an item that can, I think, somewhat control dragons. Two, I think we might have an item that can possibly help us.
Well, I like the sounds of this already. What's the second item?
It was, we looted it when we were at the monastery. What was that place? What was the monastery outside of town?
Oh, yeah, what was the monastery?
What was the guy's name?
Are you speaking of the Duke?
Yes, the Duke. So, when we were there, the Duke, we tried to follow in his footsteps. Come to find out, he was some evil being dude who was trying to do something with the Underdark and ended up having a fight with him. And he was using this weapon that, when he drew it, would slosh water across the battlefield. And we believe it to be something of the tide. I can't remember the name of the weapon.
I don't either. Check our things. Did we sell it or did we sell it?
I don't have it anymore.
Do we sell it?
No, we didn't sell
We
that.
haven't sold that.
But I think it possibly, because in the library,
Okay, history
I
check.
was stuck.
Yeah, just what they call
Damn it.
In the library, was there used to be an old, was there an old king that lived here?
Yes, there was, yes.
What was his name?
He's buried not too far out of the city.
What is his name?
Sword we took,
Was it Eldrin?
Working. We're getting there. Eldrin Seahorn.
Yes,
Yes!
Eldrin Seahorn.
Yes! Yes!
6 pages deep.
Yes, he used to be the king of Skolagar before the royals took it over.
Because the librarian, I asked about a little bit about him. Was he the one who, like, trained and captured Dracus?
No,
Or tamed him or whatever?
there's a bunch of legends of how Dracus came to be, but I do believe Eldrin used him to conquer this isle.
Oh, that's what she said. I believe that is what she told me.
Wonder if we can
But
find
maybe if I don't have it with me, one of my members do. Maybe that could possibly something that, if Dracus saw it, maybe it would sway him in our favor.
So you have his
We
sword.
do, yes. We got it off this Madrid dude.
He kind of looks around. Interesting.
Could I like insight check her? She's like, we took it and we kind of like buying her.
Yeah.
guidance?
Thank you.
No?
You have no clue when somebody's trying to insight anybody.
What if he's gonna look like that?
You get she's kind of torn on the matter because she sort of knew the Duke, and why would a Duke have any belongings with a sword? But she doesn't necessarily think like you guys necessarily stole it.
So
She's just trying to piece together everything. Yeah.
But I think maybe that could be something that could help us.
Yes.
Get Dracus on our side.
Yes. Yes, I would be a little cautious drawing that weapon. I'm not quite sure how the look would be without it in Eldrin's hands, if you know what I'm saying. But
Yes, we didn't, I mean, I don't know what the Duke had with it. We just have it now. We haven't used it. I don't even know what it totally does yet. Has any properties?
So what kind of plan would you have then for us, Nadia? And what was your plan to take over this?
It was right along the same lines as you guys, but if you guys looked, I believe at the pummel pits, this last showing, those wizards have staves that can control Dracus.
Thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
So if we could get a hold of one of those, we could control Dracus.
Where do these wizards reside?
That is a good question, but I believe it's in the top tower of the High Castle. They have a floor dedicated to the wizards and scholars and all of that nature.
Do they have any affiliations of anybody else in the town? Are they close to anybody? Do they have any good relationships?
They're kind of their own cult, really. They control Dracus. It's kind of a brotherhood of controlling Dracus. It's you're chosen, and that's pretty much your life, is dedicating your deeds and duties to maintaining his safekeeping and his ease, if you will, so he doesn't stomp on the city of Skolar.
Do they only stand guard during the pummel pits?
No, they're on guard pretty much at all times. They rotate.
I have an idea. We could stake one out for a couple hours and catch the rotation. We can catch the two people that are doing the rotation. Maybe there's 3 or 4. We need to figure that out. And we could do an impersonation of a person, and maybe
I was thinking that too.
if we could subdue the guy on his way to a shift, we could do a clean swap and just subtly get a staff, I guess, from the guy and make it look like it's not conspicuous.
I like that idea.
Or maybe talk him into passing the staff to him because you forgot yours.
True.
And he leaves and goes back to bed and thinks nothing of it.
I think our best shot would be to jump 1 or 2 of them, and then take over their watch to make it look like we fit in.
Could do that too. I'm not so keen on attacking the royal wizard.
And I mean, we would have one staff to control them, but you would think that the wizards would have many more staffs. Would they empower us in that regard and take control back?
That's a good point.
I'm unfamiliar with how these staves officially work, but you make a good point. If you control a staff and a wizard controls a staff, who does Dracus obey?
If we need to figure out how many of them there are. If we subdue one on his way to a shift, act like him, get the other one to pass yours off, we would have both staffs if there's only 2.
Can I make a history check to see how many staffs, how many wizards there were at the
11. You remember seeing 2?
2?
We have our ship right now. Oh, she wants to.
Yeah, you're gonna ask.
One other thing we were wondering, now that we kind of have a plan here with the wizards and we're going King Douchebag, our other plan was we were looking to get our ship mended, and we were going to put some money away or find some money, some capacity, but we were wondering if any of the people at the Tide, or even yourself, would be interested in joining our crew and going on some adventures.
Say, you say your ship is in need of repairs.
That is correct.
Yours is the piece of shit right now in the dock.
I mean, the badass one?
Okay.
Yes, that
Yes,
is-
the Harkonnen.
that's
Did you
it.
see our flags on it?
I did.
You probably haven't seen it, but these are our new emblems.
Yes, I was confused whose that was.
If you look past the hole in the ship, you can see the flag.
Yes, I was. So you guys have your own ship now, eh?
Yeah, we got it from. It was just at the dock of Tiger Cove.
Well, I could definitely round up a few good pirates here and have them be members of your ship, the Harkonnen.
Yeah, the Harkonnen for now.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's leave it that.
Me, however, I will stay captain of the Sparrow. But
Hey, you're looking at the captain of the Harkonnen right here.
I got a question. If I use
I
my
kinda
hearing
could do
to-
it now.
if I use my
Captain's
hearing to
job.
talk to Stefan, do I actually verbally say the words, or is it something that kind of okay?
Yeah, it's
So can
not-
I kind of do like one of these
It's
deals?
not
where we
telepathic.
still hear it?
You can try to sort of like
Here's what I'm gonna do.
I'd like to see.
I got a ticket there, so I'll be back. I'm gonna walk away to the other side of the bar or the bathroom and need to talk to you. Sylvan. You we should see if they would be willing to donate any funds towards the ship if we were willing to fly their banner.
I kind of just.
Yeah,
Just an idea.
all three of us.
Nadia, sorry, brain fart.
Yes.
We have our own flags up there. And just
Well,
about,
there's your flag.
do you have a, like, for the tide, do you have a banner that you hang on your ship?
Of course we do.
What would you say if we were to hang one from the Harkener and to truly join the tide, and I guess swear allegiance for the time being? I mean, you guys seem to be good
I'm gonna
people.
stand back now.
Okay, yeah, you kind of muster your way
Kind
back.
of just catching the end of this conversation.
If we were to fly a banner of the tide, would you assist in some of our repairs?
Or even allies of the tide.
Yes, allies would be. I think
Our allies of the tide?
that would be the best way to go.
And you see Nadia, she slams her beer and she stands up. Sylvan and the rest of the crew, it would be an absolute honor to have the Salty Mulcahy fly their banners with the Order of the Tide. And with that, I would help chip in a little for your repairs, and I can see the Harkonners in dire.
Yes, it's a need. And whoever joins our crew, I can get more badges made for them.
Yes, yes. Yes, it would be a great honor to have Salty Mulcahy and the Harkonner fly in the Order of the Tide's honor. Say, did you get a quote by chance to see?
It was 10,000 gold. And that was with no upgrades, but the main thing is we just want to be able to set sail.
15,000 if we want the ability to defend ourselves.
Yeah, I'd say more from 10 to 20,000.
So what do you say, Nadia?
Unless you have cannons to spare.
Just picture the Harkonnen and the Sparrow sailing across the ocean and the sea, fighting off these Waddington families, slaying beasts, plundering gold. What do you say?
Did a good job.
Roll a persuasion.
That's what I go for.
Bad.
I'm gonna use this.
Nice. Come on!
Not much more, but I have a really good. So I got a 21. Damn.
Nice, nice.
I got a 70. But I have a plus 15.
Tell you what, Sylvan. She's like kind of grabs you like this. I helped Captain Sando defend his town. I have a few cannons I can spare. But as far as the additional gold, I don't think we're going to be much help there.
That is fine. We will take the cannons.
More than fine.
And I can muster up some crew
Perfect.
for you. Did you have anyone currently? I thought I saw a
We
few
have
bodies.
Thorin and Dominic
Ah.
are 2 crew members right now, and then us 6. Us
Perfect.
4 plus Sigmund and Doris.
Perfect. Yes, well, I'll round up a good crew for you guys. I'll get you the best.
Perfect, yeah, that would be wonderful. We will start figuring out a plan to get Trachis and make this city rightfully back in the Tide's hands.
That's what I'd like to hear. And I knew you were good people.
And I am deeply sorry for what happened to Sandor. We tried to save him, I promise you.
He was a good man. Regardless of what you guys knew him to be, he was a good man.
I think as well, it would only be fair if, once it's all said and done, that the sword that we found would be returned to the tide.
Yes.
It would make more sense for you guys to have it. Properly honor it.
Yes.
That's right with everyone else, of course.
Yeah. Well, maybe if we help take this back, and if we're a big part of it, who knows, maybe Eldrin will come speak to us and offer it and pledge his wishes to us.
If you, what is there, 6 of you now?
6 of us.
Reckon now? If you were to help us liberate this city, I do not think there would be a better wielder of that sword than the leader of Salty Mulcahy.
So I will wield it.
Hey, I'll take the initiative sword. I'll go first every time.
Oh shit. No, I think this is great.
Then I think However it would go to, however it would most benefit us to continue to help the tide the best we can.
Yes, the Platinum Cross must be brought to an end. Their infectious disease has spread far amongst the Isles. And we must do our part here.
Absolutely, I 100% agree. So we'll get on this, we will start planning something.
I'll have flags made and stitched up and sent to your guild house.
Perfect, then I'll get them hung up. We'll be on our way. No, we won't leave yet, but be on our way with our mission.
Perfect. Perfect.
Well, it was a pleasure.
Yes.
Thank you for everything.
It was great catching up with you.
Where
Nice
can we-
meeting you,
Where
Brett.
can we find you once we have a plan devised?
Well, you can find me here typically most nights. I'm probably hammered.
I like you already.
Yes.
You should start talking. He's ready to go. He's a good fellow.
Sorry.
And I'll kind of drop my finished beer.
Oh, we better go catch up with the others.
Yes, yes. Again, I look forward to hearing your plan, and we'll be devising amongst ourselves here.
Perfect. We'll be seeing you shortly.
And then we'll leave.
Yep.
And go serve meat when they're done. Yeah, with them.
All right, sounds good. And so yeah, cutting to you guys, the banker.
Two beefy men walk in and talk to a banker.
It's this building, you said, right? Or which building?
Yep.
These?
Yep.
Or that one? I guess I'll go where he kind of marked it on the map.
Okay.
When I approach the building, does it look like a bank, or does it just look like his personal?
It looks
I
like
guess.
a. It looks like a.
The
Like a
Iron
home.
Bank.
Looks like a home.
Okay, I'll go up and this is my friend's house. Anyone there? Hello?
Yes, come in.
Hello, old friend. It's me, Sigmund.
Yeah, and you open it up and you see kind of a reception area, and you see a gigantic golden vault behind him. Huge golden vault.
Edmund, right?
Edmund, yes, yes. And you are Sigmund.
Yes, correct.
So
This is
do you
my
know-
friend Dars.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Edmund.
Nice to meet you too, sir. Say, have you come to
Barter? Yes, I believe so.
take some money out?
Yes, I believe so. We convened a little bit of what we talked about. Yes, was that last night? Seems like it's been a lot longer than last night.
Yes, it was last night.
But yes, we may be interested in taking out a loan to repair our ship. We don't plan on staying here forever, and so the sooner we get that done, the better.
I hear that. Well, how much gold are you looking to withdraw?
Probably, what do you think? Probably 10,000? I would say probably 10,000 gold.
Okay.
What are the terms?
Well, let's just see here. He kind of opens a drawer and he gets this scroll and he kind of opens it up and it kind of rolls out in like a fucking mile-long contract. Pretty much all this is just gibberish. You don't need to read it at all, and there's no fine print. And yeah, it's just 10,000 gold. You have 10 days to pay it. 1 week. Anything past that is $1,000 late fee. 1,000 gold late fee.
For each day. So 10,000 gold, and we have to pay it back 10 days. Like, is that saying we have to make a payment each day, or basically
All of it must be repaid
all of it by 10 days?
by 10 days.
So if we could go 9 days without paying it, we would pay it on the 10th day.
As long as your dues are met, then you consider that good.
Are you sure? Kind of give me like Rumpelstiltskin vibes with this big contract saying about to read it.
Yes, no.
What's in the fine print?
There's nothing in the fine print.
I didn't say it.
Yeah.
It's like power word kill if you over 20 days.
9.
Yeah, he's being pretty truthful.
And how do you make any money here if you're not charging interest or anything like that?
You'd be surprised who comes in asking for a loan. We have our ways to acquire our missing fees.
10,000 in 10 days. I think that's fair.
It's 1,000 gold a day.
Like, so say on the 11th day we still have outstanding payment. Are you going to send someone after us to kill us then, or how does that work?
Well, let's just hope that never happens. Because perhaps we do, perhaps we don't.
You seem I think it was about the alcohol talking. You seemed a lot friendlier last night. I'm getting
I'm just a banker. I'm just here to get deals done and ensure everyone lives a nice, happy lifestyle.
Now, question I might have for someone who deals with contractual biddings and finances.
Yes.
Would you happen to know of any deals or tasks that might help a group such as ourselves find 10,000 gold fast?
Oh, well, there are bounties, but it's been tough with Silver Swans have been hogging all of them. They've been
We've been pretty stingy about getting to the bounty board quick, but it doesn't seem to help.
Yes. Other than that, you could perhaps, you guys are in the pummel pits, you and your party, so you could test your wits there and climb the ranks. I believe Soti is ranked 3rd. Yes, I believe it's Soti. So you can continue climbing. Or 4th, maybe it's 4th.
I think before.
Either way, but pummel pits and there's nothing else beyond that that's necessarily
It's just 1 4.
super, like, any which way that makes getting 10,000 gold within 10 days feasible.
Yes, I mean,
we do have 10 days, that's a lot.
I agree. I'm just saying that if the bounty boards are dry and we don't, and the pummel pits don't yield as
don't
much.
worry, the bounty boards won't be dry as long. It's
How,
just-
how do we make payments to you? Do we have to make them here, or can we pay like for somewhere else? Make payments
Yes,
there.
there are golden banks around all of the isles here.
So we just have to go to another bank.
Yep, yep.
And what's this one's name?
That's just a golden bank.
The Golden Bank. Oh, you are the Golden Bank.
Yep.
Sorry.
Find one of them, present your contract, make a payment, and they will deduct any fees that are outstanding.
If that's feasible. Is there anything else I should know? We give a bigger loan than 10,000.
We do, but the stipulations still apply. So it means you have to make up pretty much 2,000 gold per day if you go to 20,000.
Oh, okay. So
3,000
still
gold.
10 days.
Yep.
I think we should start with 10 and see how we do with that, and if we need more, then we can go from there.
The fees increase as well. So if it's 2,000, or if it's 20,000, it goes up to 2,000. 30,000, it goes up to 3,000.
Yeah, we'll just do 10,000 for now, I guess.
If we come across a bunch of bounties and we're able to get paid handsomely, then at that point we think 20,000 is feasible, then we can adjust.
I mean, yeah, like, do you accept like things like dragons or anything for trade for gold?
Well, of course, but how do you holster one of those?
I don't know, I was just wondering, you know.
We definitely wouldn't have one of those.
Alright. Do you mind if I try reading through some of this before I sign?
Perhaps, yes.
How long is it?
It's long. So you can read it, but I'll have you make an intelligence check at disadvantage.
Okay, I'll try to like skim through it.
Yeah.
Like not read line by line, but just like, oh, or anything that maybe.
I mean, I guess if he's gonna do it, I can try and do the same thing too.
Yep.
You said disadvantage?
Disadvantage, yep.
Well, you need 2 good rolls.
Oh, not bad. 10.
Actually, Doris, do yours normal.
Okay.
Because of your history.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
13?
Yeah, you guys kind of skimmed through this as he kind of rolled it out in front of you, and it's kind of draping over the desk, so you guys kind of both have a corner and you're kind of skimming through it. It does lay out what he told you. 10,000 gold is pretty standard, like that's the standard fee. Typically, payments are made within a week, so if you got 10,000 gold, you got 10 days to pay. It's 1,000 gold per day. They kind of goes through the stipulations of late fees, so anything on the 11th day, depending on how much you take out, there's an associated fee. But then you kind of get down to a spot where it kind of gets really jargony, and you don't understand some of the words and the phrases here, but you do pick out late fee, hunter, target.
Seems good. Oh. I kind of like everything. If we send some matches,
I don't plan on that.
What was that?
no, nothing. Just talking about the terms. I seen Hunter. You something about that?
Oh, yes, you don't want to meet him.
Well, anyways. Other new shit is in here.
I have to kill you guys.
Alright, where do I sign?
Oh, well. Come here, please.
Okay.
Stick out your wrist. Okay. Now sign my name here.
Yes, and I will sign Sigmund Brightsteel, leader of Salty Malachi.
Okay. So that's on like one line, and then he hands you another pen and hold out your wrist, sir. Now sign your name.
Darth Reynolds.
Alright.
I put a Salty Malachi in there, so if I'm dead in like 5 days or something, you can hunt down a man named Sylvan. He'll be the one going to find him for the gold.
Yes.
Collateral.
Yeah, he's
Always collateral.
your co-signer, I
Always
see. So yes, I'll put his name down. Sylvan, what's the last name for that one?
The Centaurus.
Okay, the Centaurus, okay.
I believe
Race?
Dragonborn.
Dragonborn, okay.
He,
Height?
if he doesn't have his gold, just take his gloves. Those are definitely worth what this contract.
Okay.
is.
Parentheses, gloves, that's
God, what are you doing?
and he kind of gets a stamp. All right, and he rolls it up. Well, and he kind of goes over to a thing and he kind of puts his face. He sees something scan over it, and then he just pulls right out underneath it. And this is yours.
And it's just like a receipt.
Yep, it just shows what you took out. There's no like, it doesn't say anything about the contract. It just shows what you took out and your signatures.
Perfect. None check. Do I get to go now then?
Yes, you do. Minute, please. So you see the big wheel spin. He kind of goes back there. It's a pretty big chest. There you are.
Holy shit. More than I thought.
Hopefully this makes you very happy.
Oh, it does. It does.
I'm gonna. Should we try to like split this in half?
I think
our
that's
bags.
probably
I guess we should got the bag of holding for this shit. I'll open the chest and I'll start my bag and just shovel it over there.
Well, I've got a bag of holding.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, never mind.
So I had my little friend in for half the campaign.
So
yeah, we'll put it in the bag.
yeah, you guys get 10,000 gold in Doris's bag of holding.
If only Alvin was here to see that gold.
Yeah.
Look at his chops.
Oh, that wouldn't even make it out of the
He'd only
building.
be invisible.
Yeah.
He'd be on the shot wheel the whole
Trying
time.
to make his way in.
The best character just takes out the biggest loan costume knowing they only have like 10 days to survive until the bank's gonna fuck them up.
Alright, is that concluding? Is everything...
Yeah, we'll head back to the Gildy house.
Yeah.
Where are you guys going?
Yeah, we're done. We're heading over to the house.
We'll go to the guild house too.
Sounds good. We'll meet you there.
The Gildy house.
We have some information.
We have money.
That's good. That's what you went there for. How was the deal?
Hey, you want to meet us down at the docks? We might as well just get the ship going.
Yeah, let's go down to the
Yeah,
docks.
let's do
Let's go to
that.
the docks.
Let's go to the docks.
Yep, we'll meet you there.
To the docks.
Yep.
To the docks. Okay, so yeah, we'll just head to the. I'll go to the guy that I talked to that gave me the quote for the wood.
Just roll a history check.
Buddy.
Roll a history check.
I think I have it written down here, but I
Good notes, save lives.
sorry. Yeah. 12.
Dawson.
Yeah, I had Dawson written down. That was gonna be my guess. Dawson, Linewood or Linwood.
Dawson. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll go find Dawson.
Yep.
And then I'm assuming like if they're heading there, they're probably closer than we are, so they'll probably beat us there. But like we'll catch up to them, and then once I see them, I'll head to Dawson's thing.
Where's all that gold? Oh, it's not very much. How much did you guys end up getting?
10.
Perfect. See what we can all get fixed. We actually did get a hold of some cannons. We talked to
Word.
Nadia. We're gonna hang from our top banner a Order of the Tide flag.
We
And
are.
We are, yes. But we gathered some cannons.
How many cannons?
I don't know.
A couple, she
A
said.
couple, she said.
We are still Salty Malachi though, correct?
No, yes, we are just allied or whatever. We're gonna
We'll
fly
fly
the
both,
flag.
Okay.
That's one
But we
thing.
still have a Sotimal
Fly
flag
both.
up there.
I figured if we're going to be taking out the king with them as an ally already, we're going to be viewed as allies anyway. We might as well
That's one thing we also need to worry about is that they over the time might have allegiances or other enemies out there. So as long as we prove that we're alliances and not necessarily members of the Tide, I think that's probably our best bet. So if we join fully, we're taking on any enemies they have or any.
Yeah, I don't think the king will like seeing our ship.
fate was sealed. Just
I
like
can
Maybe-
guarantee
the house
this.
overthrow him.
Maybe
I
we
know you
should.
could, but
We are going to raise that flag and it will be on our ship. I feel that these people are. I don't know, we don't know them super well. But from what I can tell with the king, he's a dirtbag.
It may be a good idea though not to put that on until right before we leave because
I think we'll be alright. I really do.
I
the only issue is
respect your passion, Silver, but you are often reckless when you get
Yes,
angry.
No, I'm not angry with the king right now. It's just. They know we're part of the Tide. It's on our documents, our identification.
Yes, I agree.
Part of the agreement if we want
I don't even think the king
to
knows that this
fly
is
on
our
a
ship,
belt out of
technically.
the season.
The other thing is that we could also, if we're going to, if we are going to go this route, the other thing we could leverage too is that this was a ship that we took from Tiber that just had the flag on it, and that's just, we found it that way.
Let's find the ship fixer and see if we have enough gold first.
I'll go talk to Dawson if you guys want to go into this.
is there anybody around us right now?
Um,
Is there a lot of people?
We did send 10,000 gold for 10 days. There's 1,000 gold late fee every day. So they're paid off, and something about a hunter. I tried skipping through the document. I'm assuming that they would send a bounty for a hunter for us. Maybe if it's someone like a friend here that we met, maybe we could have him to the party as well.
We just need to average about 1,000 a day. If we can do that, we're cool.
We need a couple big things. I was thinking with the goal, it might be not a bad idea for you two to sweat out some pummel pits just to get to the top. Because that way,
really get to the
we could
top.
I think we get paid pretty hefty price of gold if.
Well, even if we have a second team that trails behind them, it's not as much, but it's still something. It still adds to what
One
we're
of you,
working for.
hey, you guys, who won again?
It was a toss up.
Bro,
The
it may
better
be
team.
smart to see if you are able to keep a keen eye for anything that we may be able to use as collateral for this contract.
The other thing I was thinking too is that while Sylvan and Sigmund and Bradley and I, if we continue to try and elevate into the pummel pits, you two could then watch for anything that happens with maybe anything that goes on outside of the gates. That how the king gets there, where the guards
need to
are, the
stake it out
rotations,
Yeah.
everything that we might need to know if
Probably
anything like
March.
that goes poorly.
Check out the
I like
wizards
that
as
idea.
well.
Can I go? Actually, I'll wait. Can I do a history check? What the first place person does again? Because I remember the king telling us like if you're at the top of the leaderboard, blah blah blah.
Yep.
I'm gonna history check it.
Yep.
I'm kind of guidance myself before I do it.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna think about this. Guidance.
History.
Yep.
21.
Nice. So you know champion status, and the pummel pits grants you 500 weekly gold, free housing in the district, 2,000 gold for defending the top spot, and 5,000 gold if you're news champions.
We might need to do
That's
that.
I mean, right? 5,000 if you're the
So-
if you the first
I know,
one.
it's
So
like
like if you guys
taking a
were to
while,
beat the
but-
Silver Swans team A,
You're gonna beat this.
you get 5,000 gold right there. And say they try to challenge you again, and you guys beat them again, it's 2,000 gold right there.
And then we still get the 500 a week as well.
Yep. And free
That
housing.
would be the most ideal, but not to be pessimistic. But I don't think that we can't do it. It's going to be fucking hard.
Well, let's see how long it takes to repair our ship.
We also have
let's
bounty.
just-
Because hear me
It's
out
just
here.
the bounty board's dry right now. Doesn't mean it's going to be dry for
If
10 days.
if our ship's taking a while to get fixed, then yes, we do that. But if we can use the ship and go somewhere else, it may be easier to try to go somewhere else.
The only issue and the only potential problem I see with that is that depending on how far away we're sailing, how many days we spend sailing is all the more time that we're losing to make money.
Yes.
That's a fair point.
I don't know if you would know and you would know. But if you remember correctly, not saying this is true, but when we first ran into the Druids, they offered a shitload of gold.
Yeah, wasn't it like 30,000?
And I do believe that they live somewhere on the west coast of this island. And now with Ragul taking them all over in that big war, I don't know how many is left, but it may be worth to go check out
We could
that area. And I believe that would probably be a day or two max of sailing.
That's true. The only other thing though with that being that they are all gone, hypothetically, that we're going into that essentially blind.
I don't
I'm just
believe
saying-
they're all
might
gone.
waste 2 days as well.
Could be a
I believe they probably have been pretty crippled. If I have to
That's-
say so.
That's fair. I'm just saying that we might run into the same thing about sailing and losing days.
Are there other ways to chip away at this while we sail? Because like, is fishing around here worth anything? Can we drag nets?
I don't think it's going to be worth
10,000.
much gold.
I don't know, but if we can make our time worth anything,
Oh,
If-
better than nothing.
I think
while we're
I think we
sailing.
just play it by ear. We have 10 days.
We
I
can
don't
check.
think we stress on it too much.
We do the pummel bits and we do the do the bounty boards and see what we can find, and then maybe on our if we find something in the bounty board that leads us to that end of the island, that's another thing that we can kind of like secondhand.
Agreed.
I
We
think
do it
if we
on
go there,
live.
they're not gonna probably like us too much.
No, no,
We didn't kill
fuck
their
no.
entire army. And
Well,
it's-
we didn't, but
Good news is I did
It's
put
kind of
some
awful.
extra collateral there, so I think our health should be okay. We just, I don't know, they may take some of the items that we have in our party.
For what?
What would that be?
I wrote a couple things down.
Better not be my bow.
I mean, if we go to check out the Lee Folk and we come up empty, there is that mysterious mansion there. We could also check.
There's
It's not a guarantee that there's gold there, but there could be.
Mansions
We have
typically
options.
mean
We
wealth.
could just dig for treasure and see if we find Nadia's blender that she said.
I could run to the inn as well and ask the innkeeper if there's been any rumors of work or anyone needing assistance for quick coin.
True.
Yes.
If we figure out where these midnight tears are that
Oh,
Jakar wanted us to get,
hear me
Yeah,
out too.
it's-
What we could do as well is we could get a loan for a loan. Eventually, if we're not paying him no the gold, we can find someone else to give us the loan, pay off our loan,
Find a rich noble.
and reset our terms.
I think we'll be alright. I mean, we don't
I
know
think we'll
about
be
these.
okay.
I think we'll be okay.
Well, if we get to a couple of days and
we'll
we're
figure it out.
very short, then we'll figure it out when the time comes.
Let's,
Yeah.
Doris, let's go talk to.
Let's talk to
Dawson.
Dawson.
A loan for a loan.
So I'm gonna head to Dawson.
I'm gonna go with them.
Or we sell a ship.
And I want to wear those glasses. I took them from Silva. I'm gonna keep these on today. Like, be on the lookout for anything with
Okay.
what it was called.
Yep.
Details.
You guys are going to Dawson?
Yeah, I'm going to Dawson.
Okay.
I assume we'll all go to Dawson,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Might as well. We'll
Go
figure
on
it.
in.
Okay.
Squad walking in.
Yeah, you guys go to Dawson.
Gang, gang.
At this point, it's probably getting close to 5:30ish, so it's getting, later in the day. But those of you who have met Dawson see him kind of shaping away at his ship's hull right now and kind of forming it and placing it in the right spot for a newly constructed ship.
Dawson.
And he kind of stops what he's doing and he puts his tools down. Yes, the Doris is this.
It is. This is my party, if you haven't already met them.
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure.
Name's Dawson.
I have the money that I think should be enough to cover the fee to get our ship in working condition.
10,000 gold.
Yes.
That's what we agreed on. Standard oak.
Yes.
Perfect. It's kind of busy in the ship hull right now, but I can see what I can do. I estimate maybe 5 days, get it all repaired up.
I can give you the money now, though, and you can start working on it when you have the chance, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Where would you like me to put this?
Where is it?
On me?
No, if you come back here, I can take it from you.
Okay. I'll follow.
He kind of leads you back to his kind of office area and kind of opens up a big door, and beyond that door is kind of rows of pull-out chests, and he kind of pulls one out. Put it in here.
Okay. And I'll take out my bag of holding, and I'll just start fucking
Yep.
shoveling all the...
Once it's 10,000 gold, he shuts it. Pleasure doing business with you. We'll have your ship up and ready in no time.
Thank you, Dawson.
And if we supply cannons, would you be able to mount them for us as well?
I don't believe that was in 10,000 gold.
I've got some smithing tools we can figure
figure something out.
Oh, she's
They
across
might,
the
have
mountain.
just, they might just have wheels too.
True. Not sure if they have to be.
Maybe an idea is just could put it on.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
That's fair.
Thank you, Austin.
Has he got any Thieves Guild stuff on him?
You make a perception check.
Bradley, could you amend my shield? I forgot to ask you this.
Ah,
morning.
yes.
Yep. Just roll 2d6.
6 and a 1.
All right, and yeah, you
Already at
guys.
52.
So I guess with that, I mean, I'm assuming we'll walk out. What should we do? Want to go back to the guild house, or is there
I
anything
think
else
let's
that
go
we
back
can
to
check
the,
on?
let's go to the guild house. We have some stuff that we need to tell you guys.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna check the boats there too one last time for the Thieves Guild symbol, any flag,
Yep.
anything like that. Once we go up there. You fucking kidding me? There's nothing.
Yeah, you don't see anything.
Throw one.
You don't even see boats at all. You're looking in the sky at the
Cool.
seagulls flying the docks.
You get a little dizzy and forget that your ship's there.
Guys, I think we need to buy a new ship. Okay, that was 3 crit bells in a row.
So you guys, head back to the guild house. And you are there. And you're whatever you guys want to do next.
No pigs running around there.
No pigs running around.
Oh, let's. Why, John, was he going pee?
Skip over it 7 times every time.
So what did you have to tell us?
I was just gonna tell you, so I was talking to Nadia, and she thinks that if we're able to get a hold of one of the wands that control Dracus, that would give us enough leverage to take the king down and to put this Skulliga, which was built by the Tide's Hands, back in their control instead of this Platinum Cross.
She said we have enough
Not a bad idea.
we have enough men to match the
There's
king's
none.
people, but we just obviously don't have the same power and the same.
Equipment.
So that's why we need the support with.
Yes, I think maybe something to get support from the commoners to understand what's going on. I feel like it wouldn't look great if we just overthrew the king without any reason to do it, right?
I think there's plenty of reason. I think the one in itself is he has dealings with the slave trade.
We haven't had a whole lot to back that up fully.
And I
yet,
tried to kill him once already, and I will do it again.
As far as backing though, we also didn't we already have a conversation with what was it, the Brew Seekers, that you said that they didn't like him either.
Correct. They said they're totally fine helpful with their own when the time comes.
What about the silver swans?
They will not be on our
I
side.
would definitely.
We might have to face them, honestly.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You'd be out
Especially
Arthur?
Arthur, yes.
I think we have one person on our side, I believe, is Queen.
Yes,
If we do
100%.
this, and we can have the Queen stand in front of everyone watching and
Back up.
vouch for us, or vouch for what the king has been doing, his wrongdoings. I believe that will gain support amongst the commoners and the rest of the people.
Well,
If she does not do that and she turns away against us,
If he truly
then
has,
I don't know.
it's
what-
all out war we're looking into.
if he truly has ties with the slave trade, we could figure that out and use that to that advantage. We air his dirty laundry, more people will be apt to agree with us and join.
and if the queen would join with us, perhaps
I've
she
already-
could poison the king.
To tell you the truth, guys, I don't know if us telling them what the king is doing will get too much of this
We'll get a
city to go
chunk,
against
but
them.
there's always going to be a chunk that'll be against
Agree.
us.
There's going to be a
There will
big
war
Agreed.
no matter
group of
what.
And
nobles.
Nadia did say that most in the slums would be for us, so
It would be the aftermath, I would say, to have her stand
Yes.
as a person from that side representing the wrongdoings of the king.
Yeah, well, and I think I've had conversations with her when the king wasn't around, while walking slowly back to his throne, and she does not, and we've seen it with our own eyes, she doesn't want to be here. She was taken away from her loved ones. I don't even know if she knows who she really is.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, so I think if we could get into her head or talk to her somehow, it'd be very useful. I don't know if there's any way we can sneak back into,
Well, I can
or
communicate
pass
with her.
message with her, but we need to do something where it's not just a waste and she's afraid to speak. Like, we need to find a way for us to meet in with her.
If the queen knows, I understand that she is possibly trying to get out of it. But you never know what she could tell the king, or if what
Yes.
magic is used against her. If she has that information, I don't know.
Well,
It's
just-
risky.
we need to make sure this place is stable once we do that, because if it's in the slave trade, they will be pissed off and will want revenge.
Well, and yes, they will. But I believe that other knights, they have the Platinum Cross. They must be.
Do you know anything of the Platinum Cross? Remind you of royal families, anything like that?
Make a history check. With advantage.
Nice. 15.
Okay, with the 15, you know that the Platinum Cross gets bunched in with just the general government troops.
Okay.
The higher ranks in most cities are considered Platinum Cross, but they're still on the lower end. Platinum Cross has been, like, you know for sure, has been like servants or high commanders of specific people that are of higher class within all of the islands.
It's almost like the King's Guard in Game of Thrones.
Yes,
Okay.
somewhat. You also understand that they go by the Platinum Cross because it gives them higher rank, even if they aren't. There are certain islands that have their own, like, guard.
They're higher up than they are.
Well, no, not necessarily. You
They
know,
could or they couldn't be.
they're higher up on the island itself, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they're higher than the Platinum Cross.
Yeah.
They're just higher than the rest of the government, like the King's Main Trading Company guard. Because that's separate than even the Platinum Cross. The Platinum Cross is like the Citadel, it's like the King's Guard, it's like everything in that sense, but that doesn't necessarily, like, it's kind of like,
Allure to the rest of the island.
it's like, there's like some like gray area where some guards that are just on the other islands consider themselves Platinum Cross, but they're not technically.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's all kind of like a congruent name that people just give them because,
Yeah.
some places just might have a different name for them, whether that be like, yes, they are Platinum Cross, or they're just the Kingsman's Guard, or they're just their guard themselves, and they just use that name to make sure, like, to maybe give some authority.
Yeah, it's like a status that's recognized by, like, pretty universally.
Like a mall cop trying to be a cop.
It's more lucky, but yeah,
In
maybe.
a sense, kind of. So, like, again, like, if, say, there's a guard on, say, Vasmar, they might be actually, like, their own guard, but they consider themselves Platinum Cross if they're with the government.
Yeah,
But they're
yeah.
not, technically, because the Platinum Cross is the upper of the
Gotcha.
Yeah, and it also doesn't necessarily mean that they're like some crazy badass. They're just a guard that like affiliates with like.
Yeah, that's right.
What's he doing?
I have my Jesus.
He heard he smelled that from upstairs. Like, Jesus, like,
But
So
yeah,
then,
but then on top of that too, you also know that if you were to come across a Platinum Guard, you know that there's someone else, like an actual Platinum Guard, you will tell. You will know.
Yeah, like by what they're wearing.
Like, you will know that.
What's he doing?
Like that.
It's empty.
Fletcher, come here.
But like, you will know, like, their regalia and everything is,
Yeah, yeah.
like,
It's
prestige. Like,
yeah.
you will know immediately. So that way, like, when people say, "Oh, they're with the Platinum Cross," like, you've seen one before in your youth, but you haven't seen one in a long
Fletcher,
time.
come on.
Mostly because you know with the last war and with what had happened with the split of control and with the king sort of being gone right now, you haven't really seen one in a long time. And you know for the fact when they talk about the Platinum Cross in Oldstead, you haven't seen one.
Okay.
Not here.
Okay. So I kind of relay most of that. Yes, so Platinum Cross is more of a identification for the standing of where that guard is. That's very distinctive in the sense that you can tell when you're dealing with someone who wears that. I don't know that you can tell. Like, it's not hard. But as far as everything goes with what we're dealing with when it comes to the Queen and the King and all of the whereabouts of what we're trying to get at here, regardless of whether or not we try to go for this, obviously we're going to need numbers. But the thing is that even if we had people, we could outnumber them 2-1. But we're arming essentially civilians with.
I don't think they're civilians. They're part of the tide.
They might be part of the time, but again, like, you know, and not to say, I don't know the pirates, I don't know how they fight, I don't know what their thing is, but I'm just saying based off of my own knowledge of the most common knight that is somewhat sword trained against a pirate who just kind of like figured it out. If I was betting, I would put my money on the knight almost every time.
Well, yeah, and I think that's why we need Dracus with
Yes,
us,
agreed.
because he's the trump card. Whoever has Dracus on their side is
Absolutely.
the scary opponent.
And I also think that maybe not all the knights, so to speak, are on board with what the king does.
That would be ideal if we could convince some of them to you know, sway.
And we wouldn't be able to have those conversations. That would be up to them in the
Yeah,
moment.
My question is, I mean, we can go 2 ways about this, right? We could be very public with it, or we could try to be stealthy and poison them. My question is, if we poison the king, does that solve our problem?
No, they're just gonna. I
No.
think I
If
remember
there's someone
s-
next in line, then
There's somebody. I
It's
believe
just
the
as
Platinum
awful.
Cross will just send somebody else. I think we had this conversation before with somebody. That I think if he's gone, just they'll send somebody
Someone
else
else,
to
yes.
rule.
There needs to be a long standing that after he's gone, that something else takes in place of that prevents that from happening again.
because
Yeah,
the
you
army
wanna
will
see
still
that.
have its strength, no matter if fat-ass Wellington is leading it or
Yeah.
some other commander.
The
But
only
I
way
think
see
that
it
if we were to
happening is
get-
pushing them off the island completely.
If we were to get Nadia in the chair,
Yeah.
who knows? Maybe she can mend the broken
You
bond
believe
with
Nadia
them.
is going to be the one taking
I don't
lead.
know who would.
Need to ask that.
We don't really know
It would
any
be-
great suitors, but Nadia is probably better than most, we know.
It would be with someone from the tide.
I do think it may be useful, not even searching necessarily for thieves going more. It might be useful to talk to other people in the guild hall just to figure out who supports and who does not. Because as I said earlier, we found a couple people that do not. It would be nice to kind of nonchalant and go around and figure out whose support we can kind of expect if needed.
I have no idea.
The more conversations we have, the more suspicious. And if we talk to somebody who aligns with the king, and we bring this up, they're gonna
But
bring it up
I'm
to the
not
king and we're
thinking
screwed.
I'm not thinking
Yes.
mention it like that. I think it's more we ask them how their living situation here is, what they think of this place, if they enjoy what they're doing, things like that, without necessarily saying, hey, we hate the king, we want to kill him.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, go ahead.
We know the slums are aligned with us almost completely. We can go to the inn and speak with the innkeeper about gossip and talk around town. If we have guards that hang out in there and drink there, she
There
might
won't be
know
any
of
of
a
them.
few. I'm not talking your high-ranking officials, but some of your lower end might have a way to get into armories. We could better arm people. We could turn people. We have to put our feelers out there every way we can, but we have to know who we're talking to.
I like that idea. I don't believe the Sleeping Serpent will be
Yes,
an area for that because they're basically sectored off. And if they're part of the king, they will not even dare to go to the other side.
The only other issue is every guard we've spoken to has been very abrupt, not giving us a whole lot of, conversation. They're gonna try to keep conversation minimal. I do think, so the one thing, I guess I don't see what we can necessarily talk to about the queen, but if we cast her a message maybe tonight, since you got some spells left, you can say something along the lines of, we know about your history, we wanna help, is there anywhere we can meet?
Well, and I've already talked to her about this, and she seemed pretty eager to get off this island and out of here. And maybe if you know who was gone, she wouldn't be
Tied down.
tied down here.
I think the one stipulation I have, I believe we need a check and balances for Nadia. I don't fully trust that she would be I'm not saying she might be a little bit better than Wellington, but
If you think anybody's worse than Wellington, I don't know who
I'm not saying that,
looked
but
up to in your
I'm just
past.
saying check and balance to where she doesn't gain full power of this city.
And I don't think
After.
it should become the tide versus the city either. It needs to become the whole place
Was
unites.
this one correct?
And I think as right now, I agree with Stone that she probably is the leader that we know of, but there should be some sort of democratic system or
Yes.
something where there's some choice in that. We're picking a leader that has the opportunity.
The other thing with this too, as when when you look at how people cast and hold authority, oftentimes successful cities, they operate well because they don't operate under fear of the person that's ahead of them. They operate because they respect them and they want to do things for them. And based on what I've seen, there hasn't been a whole lot of respect that's shown to the king. It's more of the fact of like, it's respect that's driven out of fear, not respect because they genuinely respect him. So it's like, in this context, if we were to operate that way, that's where maybe going public with that, if we get to a certain point with that, could help us. But at the same time too, if we do that, it's like almost instantaneous. Shit's gonna happen.
I think we also need to take into account what the Thieves Guild would think about this. I mean, they're already somewhat against us, we think, and they have eyes everywhere, supposedly, and if they heard about this, then they can deliver a message to the king themselves. Caution.
The Thieves Guild is a wild card, which complicates things.
So I also think that Thieves Guild just works on their own benefit.
The king teams
The
up.
other,
I
'cause the
would
other thing
say-
with that too is that the Thieves Guild, once they realize that the king's gone and that there's no more trading and no more like beneficiaries to come from this island, that they might just see themselves out and they're going to go somewhere else because they have options. There's no way that Oldstead is the only place where they have big business.
Agreed. I feel like as of right now, we have 6 different game plans, but no real one. What do we want? What is our initial steps right
I
now?
think-
We're gonna
I
stake
think
out the
we
wizard
need
tower.
I think what we should do, this is my inclination right now. That with it being late right now, like there's probably not a whole lot that we can do with today. Maybe we could stake out and see what they do with the towers. That might not necessarily be a bad call. The other thing that I think we should do is that if we have a very confident feeling that if we go against the king, even if we have a lot of the other supporters of the people from the guild house, like we already have the Brew Seekers that have already said that they're not on favor with the king. Even if we have the majority of them, the Silver Swans, like if we suspect that they're likely going to stay with him, then fighting them in the pummel pits to know what we're going up against and possibly prepare for them when that time comes might not be a terrible idea. Even if we lose, we know what they do.
I also think that if we were going to go down this route of taking out the king, if we'd be able to poison him maybe a little bit before we do the big attack, we've been able to have them be in turmoil before they send in the replacement, and that might also help us as well. But killing him first would be tough.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So maybe, I think one more thing we should check off though is like with people you run into, we want to probably make sure they're not in the Thieves Guild as it's such a hidden thing. So like whenever we meet them again, I'm gonna always check for symbols or signs with the glasses on, so that hopefully it lets us know if they're against us or with us. Because even like I remember talking with who was it? Not the Gutterets, but the Brew Seekers. The Brew Seekers. I thought I checked them, but I didn't have the illusionary glasses, so who knows if they're actually even on our side.
I think if we can determine the status of all the guild halls, we can coordinate something that can be very advantageous to us. If we know the Silver Swans are going to be one of the most fearsome groups we'll have to fight in this war, if we can get the rest of the guild halls to take them out simultaneously of taking out the leadership,
Well,
take two pieces off the board.
I don't know if you
after
guys
that.
remember, Luther doesn't even like the king
No,
at all.
he's like the money.
He just gets paid.
So what do you guys think about this as a little game?
And I
plan?
think that's where Doris said I don't think there's really any true respect for him. Just he has a lot of money.
And that's kind of where I'm thinking too with the guild halls, is that even if they don't like him, they could be completely neutral. As long as someone's on the throne that is allowing the pummel pits and other forms of income to become a thing, and they continue to do what they do, as long as like really the king doesn't have any indifference over what they've been doing that provides them their income, I don't really think they give a shit.
And we have no idea whoever takes over next. We don't have enough background to know if they're going to be good or not. We just, from what I've seen, Sigmund obviously likes the king, as you can tell.
he likes
But no,
leadership.
I can't stand the guy. I think he's
It's not about liking the king, Sylvan. It's about taking measured actions compared to being reckless and putting
Well, this
yourself in a
isn't. We're not
position.
being reckless.
I'm not saying that, but look what happened with the druids.
That was. Whose doing was this?
It was all of our doing.
No, that was yours.
No, it wasn't. If I was the one throwing the javelin, someone else would have killed
I
me.
think I would have had a conversation
Guys.
with them.
Let's go watch our fighting. I've got a little bit of a game plan. I want to run it by you to see if this seems like a good idea.
What is it?
It's late tonight, okay? I think our two options is we can send a stakeout to watch the Wizard's Tower, see if we can find a location, or we can send another group of people to either the guild hall to just talk to people, figure out what we can, And then my last option for tonight would be go to the library to look at how Dracus was controlled and took over the city. Those are my 3 options for tonight. I don't know what you guys think.
I
But
don't know
think
if the library would be open this late.
yeah, that's true. I mean, we have an in with the librarian, don't we? Maybe
I got 24-hour access.
I'm in and out. But then tomorrow, I think we check the bounty board right away in the morning, see if there's anything there, and if there's not, and we don't learn anything tonight, maybe we real quick pummel pit try to get some more gold, move up
I
the
think
ladder.
that's.
Palm pits, you and me can study
Yes.
this.
Yeah,
behavior
we-
of the wizards.
Yeah, we're supporting those. But I do think,
So is it the door?
somebody's very built there.
I'll go get
I'm
it.
gonna get position my bow ready.
I'm gonna go down to the door. Is there anything that I can like look to see out the door without opening it?
Yeah, there's like a little slat that we kind of said that's over off to the left. So like
Yeah.
when you walk out of the room that you're in right now, it's like
Yeah.
right here.
I'm gonna be right behind Doris.
I'll do that. I'll look and see who's there, try to peer out and see if I can tell who's at the door.
Yeah, so you see this sort of skinny, looks like a guy. He's got like a hood over, and it's that night, and he's like holding on to like a piece of cloth, like kind of like covering it. And he's like kind of looking up, and you kind of notice that it's like kind of raining.
Okay. I'll go to the door.
Okay.
And I'll like open it and who's there?
Bear gifts from Nadia. And then he holds out his arm,
Okay.
and there's the cloth there.
Okay. And I'll take
And
the
there's like a piece of rope at the very end. You kind of grab it,
yeah.
and it sort of like unravels on you, and you see.
It's pretty cool. Look at that.
I like
Look
it.
at that shit.
Oh, nice.
Thank God we didn't have to kill you.
Oh, jeez. No, it's just raining. Need to get back home.
Yes.
And then he kind of gives it to you. Glad to know that you're on our side.
Thank you.
And he sort of bows his head and he just kind of steps off.
Alright. I'll take that and I'll take it up to the door.
So you guys want to do the stick
What
up
did you-
tonight?
What did you get?
It's our banner.
Oh, is it? Oh, that's quite beautiful.
Yeah, and it, so with that, looking at it, there's a nice like golden-ish rope at the very top. Obviously, you saw the symbols on the front. Those are in black, and then the other, like the outside, like the normal flag color, is like sort of like this, sort of like off-whitish, tannish type color. And yeah, the rest is black.
Sweet.
And it's got nice like white golden trim, or not gold, white trim around the outside too.
May I ask, Simon, when you were in the war, did you fight for the Platinum Cross?
No, they don't have no presence on Plataris. I fought for Asimov camp. We were a small group. We fought mostly monsters. Fought our main enemy is Divine of Infernal. You heard of them before?
I don't think so. I'm from there, but
It's
I was kept underground. I didn't ever see the world unless I snuck out.
a evil cult. They what caused me to be the one to kill my friend, Guilford. I
Oh,
was
really?
put under a some sort of spell, or I don't know what it was. Next thing you know, I was blood craven, killed my best friend. Now I'm here, still searching, find myself again. I grieve on the daily, and it's hard sometimes. But having this band of brothers has been really helpful to think about the connection I have with Guilford and connections I have now with you guys.
Yeah. So you
Eventually, my goal is to go back and be able to face my fears and Divine Inferno, but don't believe
where did they rule?
they weren't really rulers so much. Witches, monsters throughout the land that would turn people against each other. Believe in chaos. They believe, what? Yeah.
It's up to the librarian.
I believe they have a part. They say everyone's connected to a vine, and they want to play you like a puppet. And so they have everyone connected with their doings. And I'm surprised you haven't ran into them at all. You're from Totalis, aren't you?
Yes, my father when I was young, basically all my memory has been in this underground city type deal. It was being built throughout my childhood. We weren't allowed to go out and see the light of day. Maybe it was to protect us from this. They never told us.
Yes, and
And then I ran away. We would sneak out, and that's when my siblings were taken.
so you lived in an underground city, you say? What was it called? Yes, you know, you can tell I'm an Aasimar, a connection to the gods, but you heard of a fallen Aasimar?
I don't think I have.
Ones that turn evil and do the doings of the evil gods. So they see our camp and my brothers and I, and sisters, mothers, fathers, children, as a way to kill people.
Oh, really?
Yes, we are powerful beings, and if you can turn us, we'll get ugly.
That's not good.
Let's keep you away from the king. I don't
I'm
want
not
you-
worried about the king. I don't fear anything on this island at all. The only thing I fear is back home.
Yes, I guess Mordai is dead. The biggest fear is gone. So what do you guys think? Do we want some people to stake out and maybe some others to talk to the guild halls? Obviously not giving anything away. Make it a quick night. Don't spend too long, but
I am not very stealthy, so I will not be doing this thing out.
you can maybe just talk to some people around here. And I'll do either one. I'm fine. My stealth's probably the highest here, so I can kind of stake out
You need to be on the stage.
us two. But I'm going to give you guys my glasses then, so we are constantly looking for signs of the guild hall.
Bradley, would you mind coming with me?
Yes, sir. Do not mind.
There you
I'll
go.
take Bradley with me. What about the other two?
I can go help out. I'm not a stealthy
Yes, I can
individual
come.
as
He
well.
might be useful with us, don't you think?
I can be.
Because he's probably a little stealthier than. What's your, you a good stealthy man?
Yeah, I'm not.
I'd say us three can go stealth. You three can just almost like still check in with everybody, have some conversations. Don't really give anything away about how we're trying to overthrow this game, but more just see what everybody's about.
Yes, I am curious to meet the other guilds. We haven't really introduced ourselves yet.
Nope. And it might be a good idea to mention something to Bruce Seekers with because they still hate Darius, but we kind of talked them off the ledge, so probably be good to have allies because they like us now, for now.
I played Barrel Dive with them a couple times. We were acquainted.
Good. Well, let's wear these glasses. They're really stylish.
I can wear them.
Just make sure you're looking for the symbol. Let me find it.
Yes, I think it was just a cave system. I don't think it was called anything, and they were building it up.
Yeah, and your eyes kind of go blurry for a sec, you blink, and then you feel like there's a bit of your vision that changes.
Remember the thief skill symbol? I'll find it, but it looks like a little bit of an octopus.
Yeah, I remember what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
This
Should
should
we
be
head to the? Do we want to head to the inn? Do you think that many of them would be there at this point?
maybe.
I don't believe so.
I'll just do a quick walk by.
I think we should do the
Second
house.
later.
I was just saying, probably should check
How
the
late
houses.
is it?
Pushing 8:30.
Maybe have
Oh,
some-
so like not like midnight where we're like, fuck.
maybe get some drinks with them.
Hey, what if?
Stay here. Stay
Hey, what if I know it'd be good for me to go stake out, but I think it'd be important to learn the history of Skulgar and how the king took over.
Yeah, I
Like, was there a murder?
how do you control
To make
Thrakus?
sure we're actually fighting an evil?
I think that'd be useful.
Do you think that would be something worth staking out or no?
Any information you can gather.
How are you going to
How
do
would you
it?
go about?
Oh gosh, I guess it's late, isn't it?
You call the librarian.
Well, I would just look for a book about the history of Skulgar, and hopefully it goes back to whenever it began, and
I'm sure you could probably ask Nadia or whoever.
I could.
She could probably
I
tell
just
you.
didn't know if there's gotta be a history book, you would think.
Could you,
Just to figure out, like, you know, where do the leaf folk play into this?
Sigmund, where's your lady at right now? Could he run by her house and get the librarian?
Well, I could just go tomorrow. I guess it's late. I can do this and I can do it tomorrow.
I don't know. I wouldn't mind visiting the library again, but I might need a couple more days rest. Still a little stiff in the legs.
You see a librarian walk out of the room. Why are you talking?
Alright.
Well,
yeah.
I guess we'll go introduce ourselves to the neighbors.
Let's go stake out and see what we can find. If these visitors?
How's everybody going?
Me, Bradley, and Darius will. Can you bring the other map up? As we're walking out, I think we should not talk to the Brew Seekers or the Swans tonight. I think we should acquaint ourselves with the other ones we haven't talked to.
I agree.
I agree.
Let's say, probably should talk to the Swans tonight. Kind of know what they're about at this point.
So are you gonna come with us on something?
Yes, I'm good with you.
Which one's ours?
I can make us invisible.
Here up towards
I'm not gonna use fire.
Top
Somewhere
one.
like,
Yep.
probably won't stay for so long.
Yeah, I guess we'll just go this way and then down the line.
Maybe we'll check out the.
We'll skip the Brew Seekers house and
We can make us
Silver
invisible.
Swan.
Okay.
I'd like the
Yeah.
trail one on the ship.
So you guys know
Walk their
which
path.
one?
I do want to
So
go
we
to
can subdue one, take its form, and
the
Check the other.
Rose's house.
And we
the
can put
Roses.
staff.
Yes.
If we can get a step, that'd be
Do
great.
you know what our
both
game
together.
plan will be? Like, how will we open up to them? I mean, seem like acquainted with the rest of the guilds.
I think we should just ask them how they feel about the slums or about the Order of the Tide. Let them know we got a ship. We're flying the flag.
Perhaps we could tell them that we've recently become allies of the Tide, and we wanted to kind of gauge what everyone thinks about that.
Yeah. No, we've been helping the king. See what they think about the king. Just normal conversation should work.
I agree.
So yeah, we'll go down to whatever that first house is.
And a little hesitation as it's getting kind of late, but without short notice, you hear oh, Sigmund, how do you do? And you see the leader of the Rebel Roses.
How's it going, friend?
You look like you don't remember me.
I do. Just give me a second.
Oh, come on, I didn't hit you that hard in the pummel pits. Joggle your memory a little there?
Here's your check. Crit fail.
I mean, hell, you guys used to come to me all the time for bounties.
I know. I'm sorry. Starts with a J, doesn't it?
Ding, ding, ding.
I'm sorry. I'm knocking on your door. Don't even know your name.
This is an interesting strategy, for sure.
I was just seeing how you're doing tonight, actually. Checking in.
I was doing fine until one of the most famous parties in Skulgar. I forgot who I was.
Well, that's why we're going door to door. We want to get more acquainted.
Jorah! That's your
Jorah,
name!
yes.
I did not forget
Yes.
you!
Of course not. Yes, of course. Well, I thought we were well acquainted.
I'll
Well,
not forget your name in the future. I promise you that.
I'm sorry, Jorah.
It's been a long, long week.
I think I actually got hit a little too hard in the pummel pits and still feeling a little woozy.
I can see that.
Are you willing to take a little bit of company?
For a party like yourself, come on in.
Sure. And then we'll walk right in.
Alright, yeah, you guys go in. And it's a different layout from your guys'. When you guys first enter, you actually see a big dining hall right when you enter. And it kind of leads you through kind of a archway, and this archway is a big, huge kind of lounging area. It has some of the, it has a lot of scrolls on the walls, a lot of books, a lot of big, huge fireplace up against the eastern side of the building. But yeah, he sits you down and kind of sits with his legs crossed. How can I be of service to you tonight?
Well, we kind of wanted to talk a little bit. I know you've been giving a lot of bounties. How's the bounties been going? We checked the bounty board looking for some work, but we didn't find anything. Do you know if they'll be replenished soon at all?
Oh yes, there'll be some bounties tomorrow.
Oh, first thing tomorrow.
There's already
Perfect.
been a couple of complaints, so I got those ready to go for tomorrow.
Oh, is there any way you could get those to us now?
Say, if you gave me 100 gold, I probably would.
Would you be willing to take 100?
That's what I said.
Oh, I thought you said 200.
No, just 100. So yes, I'd take 100.
I thought you said 200.
Well, I actually just lost a major bet. can't afford to give 100 gold that on it. Might take a big loan on my name as well.
Well, perhaps if you forget my name, not
No,
my friends,
sorry.
I might have given you for free, but clearly I know where I rank amongst the Pokemon crew.
That's fair.
You rank very high,
Clearly.
actually.
Yes.
I was telling Riley you're the first person I wanted to visit.
He was quite excited to come here.
Oh, interesting.
But no, we actually just took out a loan. We're fixing a ship. Did you see our ship reported in docking?
I have not. What's the name on the hull?
The Hawkener.
The Harkener. Be on the lookout for it.
Yes, we actually, I believe we'll be hanging some Order of the Tide flags on there as well. It seems like we're making pretty good allies. Was wondering what your thoughts were on that.
On the Order of the Tide?
Yes.
Well, I do not mean to insult your friends, but they're a bunch of grindy pigs.
So we were kind of thinking some of you guys didn't like them. That's no big deal.
Hard workers, let me tell you. I mean, they'll do dirty work for dirt cheap. That's why we keep them around in the city. But there's no place for them in the guild hall or the higher district.
You would say you would be. I mean, I know there's a big conflict between them. You're pretty loyal to the king, then you would say.
Yeah, I'd say so. He's been good to me. Yes.
Are you like the head person in charge of the bounties?
People typically come to me for that. It's typically deal with monster bounties and kind of urgent cries for help, if you will.
Yes, we've been doing a lot of work for the king as well. He actually just threw dinner for us.
Oh yes, I did see that time. He wasn't invited. Clearly.
Damn shame.
But I think we are looking
I didn't make the invite list.
kind of make some unity in this city. It seems like there is some pretty big differences. And didn't know if you had any ideas, any suggestions, anything like that. You've been here around for a while.
And when you say differences and kind of mending that immunity, kind of. Oh, Sigmund, those differences run deep in the city. Unfortunately, you'd probably have to make this city a parking lot and just rebuild it if you want to uproot those differences.
That's what I'm afraid of. Some other people I've talked to, they're not afraid of that at all. And pretty keen on trying to do something, but
Who's that you're talking to?
just some people down at the Sleeping Serpent Inn.
They're conspiring, huh?
I wouldn't say that, but
More so just
they just don't like the king.
kind of bar talk and overhyping themselves a bit.
Well,
I think
it's
they never do anything.
never good to hear whispers of conspiracy in your own home.
Say, going back to those bounties, if I were to give you 100 gold,
Yes.
would you be willing to let us take more than one?
Well, yes, I'd give you what I have prepared. I was just saying 100 gold for just what I have right now.
How many do you have?
I have 2 complaints. One of them's monster, and one of them is just a cry for help. Jog my memory. I think it's for stolen shipment crates, possibly. Not really sure what's in the crates, but
How much is the pay for each of them?
I can't quite remember. I think they put a price on 1,000 gold per crate, and then the monster one was close to 3,000. I want to say.
Say, I'll give you 100 gold if you give us both those contracts.
Aye, I think we got a deal.
We do.
He kind of goes over to. He has like a big kind of wall full of scrolls, and kind of filters through. Picks 2 out. One of them here. Opens them up. Yep. There they are, my friend.
Thank you, Jorah, and as we do that, I'll swap the gold with them.
Yep.
What was that?
Oh boy. I saw her at that one. That was pretty great. Appreciate you making the exception for us.
Oh yes, of course. We've got to level the competition here. Seems the Silver Swans have soaked up all the bounties
Yeah,
around here.
if you could hold off on putting any of those bounties out for a couple of days, it'll probably help us as well get some of these done.
Tell you what, 200 gold and I'll do that.
I told you, I just lost my ass on a bet. You want to know how much?
Sounds pretty bad if you're complaining about it again.
It was pretty bad. It's 2,000 gold.
Jesus!
Yeah. Pretty good odds, too. Let's just say that whoever the bookie took the money from me is
Happy man.
had a pretty damn good morning.
You probably gotten upset with the Silver Swans and Brew Seekers match.
Yes.
That was a one-sided affair. Those Silver Swans, they're no people to be messed with, that is for sure.
I really thought Boris the Variable was stronger than that, but maybe he just had a bad day.
It was definitely not his day that day. But
Well,
the Silver
anyways.
Swans looked very sharp.
They were on one.
Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? We do appreciate you giving us these bounties. It's very helpful. We can get a head start on these first in the morning.
We do need some work.
Well, I'm glad I could assist you, my friends. You've been good to me. Besides kicking my ass that one time in Pummel Pits. But, please, come by again and perhaps know my name before you knock on my door.
I will, Jorah.
Yes.
I do have a question.
Yes.
We are now currently fourth. How do you think we would compare to the third place people?
The Brew Seekers.
Yes. I know they look bad versus the Silver Swans, but
Well, we'll say that little green dragonborn, he's got some fight in him. He can it won't be easy.
Wow.
He can stick whatever he does with those people when he puts them into these holds where it paralyzes them almost. I'd say you and that little man have a chance against anyone in the Pummel Pits.
Goat.
yes,
He may be small.
he is very strong in combat. If only I could shut him up once in a while. He likes to talk a lot.
You got a jabberbox on him.
Major jabberbox.
Well, I didn't know that of him.
Well, so Jorah, I appreciate your time and thank you so much for giving us these bounties. We do very appreciate the work.
Yes, thank you, Jorah. Hopefully we'll see you soon, Jorah.
I'm gonna reach out and I'm gonna shake his hand and then I want to look through the symbol.
Okay. Yeah, he comes and shakes it and makes a perception check.
That's 20.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah.
Yes, these don't have it.
No,
That's a no.
You go to shake his hand and you don't see anything out of the ordinary. Yeah.
You see it.
Very distinct freckle.
You see a freckle with a little bit of hair growing out of it.
Stinky mole.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm just going.
Let's get out and we'll go to the next house.
Okay, yeah. The next one you know to be the gutter rats.
Who we face, right?
Yep.
Yes, and as you open the door, you are met with a very familiar person that you just fought, who threw a bunch of grenades.
This is my new favorite NPC. Yakar.
Hello there.
Members of the Salty Mokai, what can I do you for here tonight?
We're just kind of going Guildhall to Guildhall, kind of getting acquainted with everyone else.
Meeting the neighbors as you will.
Yes.
I see, yes. You're just a couple of houses down, right?
Yes. That's not too far from here.
Seen you around a bit. How's it been treating you?
Good.
So far.
Nice. Anything of my service?
We were just hoping to maybe borrow a minute of your time to discuss some Pummel Pit information for some of the upcoming fights, maybe.
Well, step on in. He opens you up, and you see this nice grand hallway right in front of you. You see a couple rooms off to the left and right, or doors, excuse me. And you see a big staircase that kind of leads to a second story. And there's just like a couple benches and seating areas right up in front. Nice long carpet in front as well. Have a seat. What is it that you inquire about the Pummel Pits?
We were just trying to potentially gather some information behind maybe the people that lie above Team Soti as far as anything that might be helpful for an advantage of fighting them to climb the ranks.
Is there teams in specific?
I believe it's the Brew Seekers and then are now both of the Silver Swans ahead of them. Is it Team 1 and Team 2 or in 1 and 2?
Yes. Well, it was quite a shock that Brew Seekers lost the other night. But,
Tell me about it.
My friend here lost quite a bit of money on that.
Touchy subject.
yeah. Boris, geez, I haven't seen him off since the first time he stepped in the pits.
When Boris is on, what does that look like?
I will tell you this. The explosions that I've had rank no other to Boris when he gets mad. It's like, Jesus, I mean, sometimes I just get scared watching. Sometimes I'm worried that he actually might kill him outright. No mage is able to save him.
Interesting.
Sometimes he gets into a state of mind where, hell, I might even just drop a grenade on myself.
And so tell me, Jagard, how did you come to Oldstead?
Oh, well, I came from Far Island. Family was not much, but found some work in some trade in livestock. And then I met my friend, the one that you fought with me as well.
Nice, Ike.
Yes, Ike. He introduced me into something that I had never seen before. And I made my way with him here. Well, first we made our way to Kingsmain. We learned from an alchemist there, and I realized that I had an idea that why not try to make something explode? So I tinkered, and Ike, with his help, kind of found my niche. So I came here to Oldstead because I heard that there was profit to be made.
How do you feel about the tide since being here?
Well, they were good to me and my family when I was in Far Island. Didn't really seek them out on Kingsmain. My focus was set, but I'm okay with them.
How have you enjoyed your time here? Anything complaints? Good.
Not really. Ike and I actually found this guild of ours very quickly. I think they saw us wanting to trade and what we had to offer, and we were welcomed with open arms. And we kind of found success very quickly, and we haven't been able to climb the ranks as much as we'd hoped, but we've done our best.
Being ranked in the top 5 is still no short feat.
Yes, I mean, being given a guild hall and not really having to kick it with anybody unsafe other than ourselves sometimes, but we've been treated handsomely.
You have a question. You were watching the fights this morning, right? Before ours.
Yes, I was.
You saw Dracus come up when
Yes.
he had his dragon out.
Yes, heard many stories of this Dracus. That was actually one of the first times I've actually ever seen him.
Really? I was just gonna ask you that. Have you seen him before?
I mean, I've heard rumblings and I've heard whispers and people who have magic means who've shown me illusions of what he might be, but I have never seen him in person. No, he is much bigger than I thought.
Yes.
So he doesn't come out, from your understanding.
Well, I did notice that something definitely stirred him.
Yes.
He must have smelled his own.
And do you know what they're using to control him?
Well, seemed like they had stabs of sorts, but I don't know if that's the only thing.
How many stabs did you see? How many wizards did you notice that were called to tame him?
To be honest, I was just amazed by the glory.
That's fair.
To be honest, I was sitting, kind of near where he came in, and a lot of people fled. And I just sat and watched.
Sight to see.
It was a sight to see.
It is an intimidating presence, that's for sure.
I mean, a dragon turtle. Oof.
Dragon turtle that size, nonetheless.
Well, anyways, we appreciate your time.
Aye,
This was a good chat. Know each other a little bit better.
for sure. If you need any assistance, other questions, stop by again.
Maybe in the future you'll meet Doris and I, and it's
Ooh,
duke it out then.
I would like to. Say, did Sylvan ever get my message on what he needed, what I asked him for?
I believe he mentioned something.
You sent him another one.
No. I sent him exactly what I needed. At the moment, my brain was a little foggy.
Was it in the mail?
I sent a courier to him.
I don't believe we saw that courier.
Yes, no one. Well, I don't think anyone came to our guild hall unless they saw him out privately.
Okay, well, maybe he got it on his own time, but you never know.
I can take the message if you would like me to.
Yes, I tasked him with getting me a supply for, I apologize, something I used on you guys. And it was the one and only thing that I had ever had. It was one of my best creations. And I asked him to get something that helps with the concoction of the grenade that I put in your face.
Yes.
I tasked the courier to send him a message to get me something called a Voxberry.
Boxberry.
Not Midnight Tier.
It's a component of Midnight Tears.
Oh, okay.
He asked you to get this for that. Sorry.
Yes, we can let him know.
Because the midnight tier is the gas, correct? Well, I was there. I remember you. I wasn't in the conversation, but I remember you speaking of that. Yes, for your midnight tiers, right?
Yes.
A Boxberry.
Don't really plan on using that again, but I will pay handsomely to get anything.
Well, hey, if you use it again, don't use it on me. I
No,
appreciate
I
it.
think that was the first time I've used it, and it went very well. I think that will be for survival instinct something. But
Good to know.
seemed to be. I mean, man, now I know what I can make.
I'm happy I wasn't affected by that. I'll say that.
I'm glad I wasn't in the radius myself.
Good to know. Good to know.
Well, I think it is getting late. We don't want to take too much of your time. We
Yes.
should be on our way.
No problem. I hope to see you fight again. It's always a pleasure.
Yes, I believe me and Sylvan will, and I guess these two will be in the pits again, probably. Were the fights to happen again? Is it every morning or every other?
No, sometimes they're requested, but you never know. It's can be every morning. It can be once a week. It could be every 3 days. It's kind of on the king's bidding.
If you don't mind, can I ask you a favor?
Yes.
Could you just keep an eye out on our guild house? I believe we might be taking a bounty and heading out. I don't know if anyone will be staying there. I just don't want anyone messing around or vandalizing it.
I can see what we can do. Ike and I might be a little preoccupied with our works, but we can send somebody over.
Sure, yeah, as long as they check it on a daily basis, anything like that. And
We
then
can
we
grab our
can,
mail while we're gone and pick up.
Sure, if it's dangerous, we will not touch it.
Fair enough.
maybe you'll find a Boxberry in there in the mail eventually.
Ooh, that would be amazing.
So we'll keep an eye out for one of those.
Aye.
Well, it was always a pleasure.
Nice.
Yes.
And then you see there's like a servant like coming out with drinks and goes, "Oh, I am sorry, I didn't know we had guests." And he goes, "Oh no, they're leaving now." And he takes 2 of the wines and he just slugs them. Thank you. And then he kind of ushers them away.
Well, I appreciate your time, Jakar. Thank you very much.
No problem. It's always good to see the Sultan guy, the defeaters of the Ragu army.
Perfect.
That sounds nice.
Thank you.
Then yeah, why not?
Alright. How late is it getting now?
It's 10.
I mean, at this point, do we think that we know the Swans aren't someone we're talking to? We already know where the Bruce Seekers stand. That's 2 more people. How many more men or how many more guilds do we have left to talk to?
I don't know. That's right. How many more guilds are there? Do we know?
That's Rebel Roses too.
What'd you say?
How many more guilds are there?
You know that there's the Rebel Roses, Brew Seekers, Gutter Rats, you guys, and Silver Swans. So I believe it's 5.
Is that all the
Is
guilds
there a
then?
Flying Aces one? Or is that something?
You guys aren't sure.
I guess I'll scroll down. I'll go to, we'll walk down the guild houses and see if we notice any other ones that we
So it's just
are not familiar with, I guess.
Yeah, this time, most of the guild halls are, like, the lights aren't showing through their windows.
Okay.
But you do see the Brew Seekers light is still on.
Wanna go in? Say hi? Or
We can if we want to. I mean, I think we already know kind of how they stand. And where they sit.
let's leave it for tonight. we can reconvene and
They're on board.
Yeah, they already pretty much, we know where they stand.
well,
Those are some good conversations, though, I would
We
say.
have one on board, one
We
not.
can go
one
back.
sword.
yes.
We go back to the
One on
guild.
board, one not, one sword. The swans, I don't know.
Unless we feel like we have something to gain from going to the end, I'm fine with going back.
I'm okay just going back. If we have these bounties, I think we need to rest up and be ready to leave in the morning. So,
I think that's a good idea. Make
I-
a perception check. Anyone? I think it's just you three.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Make a perception check.
1. That's nice.
Gosh, what is here?
16. Not bad.
Bradley.
11.
Nice. Dars, you're the only one who hears this, but you hear some faint. It sounds like something breaking within the Brewmaster Brewseeker's house.
Or if that's Boris. Boris is a little pissed off.
When we watched the fight, what did Boris's partner do?
You know that he seemed to have a.
Bruce, right?
Yep.
Bruce.
Oh, yeah.
He seemed to have a. Let me double check before I say this.
Okay, because we did watch the fight.
Because we watched it. I just
Yeah.
didn't know. Sorry, I interrupted, but I know we were talking about Boris. We didn't.
Yeah, we never heard about Bruce much.
You knew that he threw a lot of punches.
Oh, shit.
And yeah, he deflected a
He's
lot.
probably a monkey. He's got like brags.
PTSD.
Yeah, after we saw brags,
Dragon
we
wisdom
needed
too. That's not good.
That was
The other part
right
of
in
this
the
is
water.
that fucking, we go into fight. Whoever's gonna fight Boris is gonna be
Oh.
dealing with a very pissed off Boris.
As I'm walking back to the house, I would say, oh, sounds like we have some bounties for tomorrow morning. Don't stay up too late, you three, and get back. We have some work that we can do.
Good work. Did you find anything about the Thieves Guild?
We did not.
Not
We
quite.
do have information on the guilds, and we can update you when you're back tomorrow morning.
So, I again, bye.
Can't say that. No, wait.
Yeah, I'll go back to the house and chill.
Nice. Is everybody then back at the guild house
No, so
No, they're
we're gonna-
staking.
We're gonna stake out.
for that?
Yeah.
No man.
We're gonna kind of do a.
What do you guys think? Do we want to spread out?
Yeah. Where would you
I
guys?
think that if we check out the palm pits, see if that's where they kind of reside or go.
Yeah. And you know,
I know-
like your guild house is right there.
Right there.
You
So
know,
yeah,
it's,
we'll walk out in the back.
They're the
yard.
top tier of the High Castle.
Yeah.
Where they stay. Where's the High Castle at?
This big ass one.
Oh, that one is pretty far.
Across the bridge, and you know that there are guards at both ends of the bridge too.
And you can watch the
I
sound.
actually have a way. I have to get up in the high castle. I mean, Dorias can fly pretty well, and I'm small.
So what are you
He
thinking?
flew me all the way up there.
Steal us.
Obviously, we had to like go a long way, but
No one's gonna see you. See a dragon.
well, you cast invisibility.
What about dragon flying though? It's not gonna stir
Put
anyone up.
visibility on Dorius.
I think I can. I don't know. That doesn't matter. So let's go stake out the pummel pits.
See what's over there?
Yeah, and then we'll see if we can see any of these wizards.
Sounds good to me.
So I'll peek in. I'll check the. I'll like look in the like kind of peer up in those towers, see if there's any lights on up there. And
Make a perception check.
I'll just do a
ooh, nice.
general perception if I see any of those like wizards or anybody
19.
suspicious.
Perception. 19. Nat 20. Okay. So just like mentioned before, you do see a figure walking around here at first, and he sort of like does his rounds where he'll look inside, and you'll see like a torch or like a lantern of sorts, then move over here, and it stands there for about 5 minutes at a time, and it keeps moving. And then you see that there's like a little stepway to get to the outside of the wall, or technically the inside. and you see him sort of step down, and you see another guard on the far side. You see this with the nat 20.
Yeah.
You see a guard on the far side making around this way, and you see him sort of like do this, and it kind of looks like they might be talking, and then they turn back. He turns back around, goes into the tower, and he makes that next round this way. And you notice with the nat 20 as well, focusing in on that guard, you see the second time he goes all the way around to this side and does the same. And they just do that back and forth.
Gotcha.
And then that you probably sit there for, I mean, I guess how long do you want to sit?
30 minutes.
I like to see if their shifts and maybe I
Yeah, they
might
just
have
regular
to
guards.
You can't tell.
I can't.
From where you're at, you can't tell what they're holding. You notice that one of them has, the one that's making its round along the wall the long way, has like a sword of sorts on the hilt. He's sort of hand on hilt, one with the torch, and then those other two, you see some sort of leathers, maybe some robes, but you, again, even with a nat 20, what would your perception check actually be with your bonus? 20 plus what?
Oh, 26.
26?
29.
29.
Oh.
Oh, okay. With this, you know that that person here on the far side is not holding a weapon.
Okay.
Do you think that if we just
With
like
the 29 on the opposite side, you see what looks to be like a staff.
Okay.
But it looks like you know, it's just barely above his head, and it doesn't, even with a 29, it doesn't really seem like it's like the staff that you saw with me.
Yeah.
Which you understand that wizards have
Staffs.
or magic users can sometimes have multiple staffs.
Yeah. The guy has no weapon on him. I'll just kind of relate. We have no weapon.
see maybe after the pummel pits, maybe this isn't our opportunity to do it. What if like after the pummel pits, one of us stick around, Brecken maybe just kind of act drunk, hang out, watch, and just kind of eye one of them and see where they go.
I could do that.
That maybe could give us a better idea of where.
We could maybe even tail one out.
Exactly, because I mean, if they've been at the pummel pits each time,
Do we want to see how far we can get to the?
count them out, see how many there are too.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Do you want to see how far we can get to the high castle before guards, or like obviously not try? Don't try to go past them at all, but
Well, I think the high castle would be just.
Is it way up at the castle? Like that's what I kind of. Is there like a high part of it?
Yeah, so
I believe so.
like you see this
Yeah.
very top part, like this.
Oh, like that extends up.
Mhm.
That's what I'm talking about.
I guess within 29 as well, you notice that within the towers, you see a bit of light that like seems to be glowing above. There's not like a large central light piece high, but you notice that there's light coming from underneath for sure on both sides of the towers of the pummel pits.
okay.
I don't know if I want to do anything too risky right now.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Just because we have no idea. I mean,
Can I make a history check? When I was in the castle, and I remember I was in that area. There's stairs. Did I see a corridor going way up?
Do history.
At 20.
Nice. You did see a set of stairs that went up. You couldn't quite see how far it went up, but you know that the level you were on is nowhere close to the level you're seeing right now from a distance of the castle.
So yeah, like okay.
If that makes sense.
Yep. Because is it like a straight shot up, or is there kind of like?
It's like blocked together. So
Okay, that's what I.
it's like a big main castle, kind of extended parts and kind of blocks, and then like a, not like a huge tower, but a definitely tower that sits
Up
up
top.
kind of above it.
So it'd be hard for me to know.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't be like a spiral.
Yeah,
staircase up.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if there's much we can do, and I do like that idea. Maybe someday if you're trying to take.
it'd be kind of fun.
I also think trying to get a hold of Queen and just start some sort of conversation tonight with her. Maybe cast message. I'm sure you have plenty of messages you can talk with.
Yeah,
Don't give too much away. Obviously, like maybe it's just we know about your history. We want to help you. What can we do? Or like how can we meet? Or anything like that. And maybe she can give us something back. Because the king won't be able to hear that, will he? And if as long as you don't say too much and like say we're trying to overthrow the king, I think the worst thing that can happen is the king's upset that you're trying to talk to his wife.
Again.
But I think
he always gets pissed.
having a ton of spells left and not really any other point, like,
I can send some
game plan right
messages.
now. It might be worth it to send some messages. But I'd say we have them back, and maybe next time there's
Yeah, maybe I could ask her what she thinks of the tide.
let's
What
talk.
if we see what the queen thinks of the tide? Do you think that would be?
Yeah, you could.
I don't know. Like I feel like I've already expressed to the queen.
It'd be nice
I
to
wanna
somehow.
help her.
It'd be nice to find a way to like meet up with her, like find like a gap in her
See, the thing
schedule.
is, when I asked her, she seems to have no. She's like on strict watch. I mean, you've seen it with the king. Like he doesn't let her.
Well, I remember one time during the pulpits, he was watching and she left, which is something I'm gonna watch for next time.
And see, I wonder. In my thought, I feel like she's going straight back to her
To where?
quarters.
Which we could somehow.
I think I know
follow
where it
her.
is.
Yeah.
I know where her quarters is. I didn't keep going, but I think if I would have, she probably would have been there. But I didn't have any way of getting out.
Well, let's head back. Talk to the guys about what our plan for tomorrow is. I know they mentioned some bounties telepathically or whatever through the ear thing. But then I'd say let's come up with a game plan tonight so we can get ready after tomorrow. But maybe send some sort of message. You can kind of think about what you want to say or what's most important.
I know. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Let's head back.
Yeah, so you head back. So that took about half an hour. It's about 10:45 now, I would say. And that would be right around the time everybody else gets done with their business. And so we all reconvene at the guild hall. Anything anybody wants to do?
Sigmund, are you up there? He's gonna get us down to us.
I have work for us tomorrow, boys.
Can I see him?
You certainly can. I'm particularly interested in killing a winged creature.
Well, and I think. Oh, yeah. I think that isn't the seahorse or the seahorse reef or whatnot. Is that south?
This is Razorback Mountains.
Maybe it's on the same way.
Oh, 2 for 1.
2 for 1.
You should try. We'll definitely be heading in that area with Razorback Mountains.
And the
I thought
Storm,
we were in the seahorse.
the Storm Crate one sounds interesting too, because, you know,
Depending on how many crates there are.
a lot of this kid being stolen.
We'll be interested to see what will be inside the crates.
That's what I'm wondering.
I know. I think it'd be a good shot.
I mean, they
That's
are-
what it is.
Well, I'm
Someone
fine.
paid hefty price
Wait.
for them.
I'll put my glasses on.
He's got him.
Or,
Actually, he's got them.
oh, does he have? Alright, I'm gonna take them on because he had good face. Okay, I'm assuming he's in there. Yeah,
He is not
he gives me-
he's not using them.
I'll just put them on and I'll take a look at these. Do I know what's happening?
Yeah, when you take a look at those,
What did it say? Alright.
nothing appears to be different.
Wait, Sylvan, did you get a message from a courier?
I did.
Ah,
You guys already left. It came right when you left.
ah,
Little Foxberry.
yes, yes.
Yeah, I just got that message.
Okay, just making sure. Go ahead.
Yes, I think now, based off of what we found. So, as far as what
How are we gonna sail south?
I mean, we could take the ship. They haven't. Dawson said that he might not be able to work on it for a few days, so we might be able to take the ship and go south. The only fear that I have is that if we take the ship south and something bad happens to it and we lose the ship, then now we've taken on a loan for 10,000 gold and we lost our ship.
And this creature here is a giant winged creature attacking ships. So that's.
Yeah, we might want to stay
Could
away.
we maybe work around?
Maybe we should ask Nadia for
That's
her
what I'm
ship.
thinking.
She said she had one for us to borrow and
Maybe we can
Well,
toss.
about it.
Maybe we can toss you some gold.
We could also see if
Like-
maybe she's lost ships to this thing. If that's the case, then she might also want us to get rid of this.
Like it's a 3,500 gold for the one. If we use it, just I don't know, rent it for. What do you think it would cost? 1,000?
I don't know.
It'd still be a good profit.
I like Doris's idea.
Or perhaps we can see if any ships heading out are making round
are we doing
trips.
the stolen crate to the winged creature?
We're
Well,
checking.
Oh my
the winged
God.
creature, and this one says that it goes south. Both of them are in the southern half of where we're heading. The Razorback obviously is like southeastern, but
Pull up a
the
map.
crates are south. So in relation to where we're at in Skulligar, south is Razorback Mountains.
And then so is the Razorback Mountain. Yeah, so
So we're heading in the general direction of both.
let's get it 2 for 1.
What did you guys find any mistakes?
We kind of found who was watching. There's 3 people up there at that time. One of them,
Anything?
that does
Ray
not
Wizard?
be, No, we
Couldn't make it out.
one
Maybe
person now the weapon, maybe one wizard, one had a staff that wasn't very.
There's a lot more.
Maybe it's-
There's a lot more guards there than I expected.
Maybe it is one of those things where they have someone watching the tower, and then only in certain instances where maybe Dracus is more active that they send wizards to the tower in the event that he shows up.
That's what I could see too.
Well, it's still night or in the morning.
It's night.
Should we get to bed early and
I think we should get to bed and then we can get a head
try to
start.
find some passage to wherever we're
A
going?
fresh start on our bounties.
What is this? Mitch, what is this?
You get that for 24 hours within the game. Or no, sorry, to the end of the session. The other ones that I have here are 24 hours within the game.
What's a reroll?
Just reroll.
Yeah, it's just your normal inspiration. You have lucky, yeah. It's like a lucky feat, yeah.
I say we go to bed and then we get a head start on some of these things. At least this points us in the direction of some money.
Did we tell you which guilds are in and out?
Yeah. So right now I'd say we have 2 that are so-so. One that's in, one that's out.
I would say the Rebel Roses are out.
That's what I say out.
And the Silver Swans are out, I believe, too.
I kind of think they're medium or kind of in the middle, aren't they?
It's hard to say. I
think
definitely
we're-
feel like Arthur would be. Arthur's gonna find any single possible excuse to fucking try to kill us.
I would say, if it comes to the worst, I believe he would probably go against his own father as well and take charge of the group.
Now that doesn't mean that the group might split. Some might follow his father and some might follow him. But we don't. But as far as like the whole group is concerned, we know that not all of them are going to be for this. The other 2 that are so-so, I feel like if we do a good enough job and we have enough people to our cause, they would probably join us without much conviction.
We always have
But
to remember,
the other one
these
definitely not.
guilds are only so important. The main piece is the dragon turtle.
That's what I mean, yeah. So I feel like that is the primary, and then we get some gold by doing these things. And once we get some of that taken care of, we're able to maybe, we're working at getting our debt paid off, and then in the meantime, whenever it's convenient, we find other things that are going to lead us to getting control of that turtle.
Well, that's maybe where, second, if you're worried about Nadia taking over, what if we do some sort of, like, Nadia just doesn't get the throne? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you have to check down.
We could create
Because,
some
I mean,
kind of system where
King
it's not just
Sylvan-
one person who
King
runs
Sylvan
it.
does sound quite nice, doesn't it?
You plan on staying here?
Forever.
Oh, I was kind of happy to get rid of you from the Silver Valley.
No, that's
Ever since we had a Brecken, I feel like we've had one too many.
Reckon. What do you think about
So
going on a
maybe-
quick
maybe we
recon
got them.
tonight?
What's that?
What do you think about going on another quick recon? I might run by the ships, just do one lap and see if we can see. Take 30 minutes, go check out any Guild stuff. If not, once we go to bed, when it's late, I'm gonna go out about midnight.
Don't be out too late when you get your rest.
I don't know.
You need to be out early in the morning.
So before they go, or I'm gonna go to my bed or whatever. Right. I'm gonna just do this quick. I'm gonna cast Sending to the Queen.
Okay.
I got a name so bad. It's
Serena, it's Sylvan again. I know we had that conversation at the dance about me saving you and getting out. I'm kind of at a loss for how I can help you, but what are your thoughts on the time?
After a couple minutes, you get almost like disappointed, and then you hear, "What's Sylvan? Are you here? You can't be here. The tide. They're in the slums, but I can't see you."
That's all you do?
Yep.
I'm gonna use another one.
I'm talking to you magically. It's taking a lot of strength, so use your words wisely. Is there any time we could meet up outside the castle?
Well, outside the castle is very tough. Sometimes, not often. I'm escorted, behest the king when he's not around. Not easy to talk when the guards are there. hopefully we can find a time though. The tide was not present when I was taken.
That's the other time wasn't involved. I'll just say it. And then I want to do one more sending. And this one's going to be to somebody I haven't seen for a while. It is going to be, so it's going to be 2 people. First, I'm going to send a sending to Nyx Gleanback. Gleanbeak, sorry, I'm Gleanback. On the Clouds of Grace. Sorry, I have to look at what this is. Just thinking.
Oh, we're getting ready for its initiative, it looks like.
Sleep was lying up tonight, salty little guy. Drakus is coming. You ready? Yeah. Oh, sorry. I thought you were looking for something. So I'm gonna send a message to Nyx.
Hey, Nyx. It's Sylvan, long time no see. I was just wondering where you're carrying out any business and if you reside in Perrybrook or if you've been there, and I'm thinking about traveling there. My band is looking for somewhere to go and Perrybrook sounds like a nice place. Just wondered if you've been there, if you do any business there.
Again, this time you get the sense that since it's later in the night, that maybe they have had a hard time sort of orienting themselves, and knowing that he has a pretty kind of uneasy voice, that you can even tell that he's kind of woken from slumber a bit.
Sylvan. Yes, mostly on Vastmar, but I always travel through Perrybrooks on our trade routes. It's a uneasy place. Not very nice. Not much good happens there. A lot of trades. A lot of slaves. We don't orient ourselves in that. That's it.
Alright, and then the last one. So I wondered if he was a slave trader. And then I'm gonna send one just quick to my good old Benji.
Benji.
Benji. Forgot my coin. I just said,
Benji, how's it going? I still using the coin you gave me. It's helping me and my companions out quite a bit. Just wanted to get your thoughts on the Order of the Tide, and if you've had any run-ins with them, or what your thoughts are. Sorry, I know it's late.
You don't hear anything for a little while. Sylvan! Hello!
That's a 40 voice.
Bad Forward! Forward! And then, sorry, things are kind of crazy over here in Totalis, but I'm glad the coin is treating you well. As far as the Order of the Tide goes, I have no quarrels with them. And that's all you hear.
I'm gonna send one back. Well, spell slots, so.
we get chunked in the night.
I got 2 more.
One at a time.
Yeah, then I'm gonna be terrible.
Tell Thud hi for me. But I'm glad you don't have any quarrels with them. We're over in Oldstead right now, quite far from Totalis, and there's a king from the Platinum Cross who seems corrupt. Slave trading. And I'm trying to figure out if it's in our best interest to rid him of this island and have the tide or someone else take over.
Kind of, again, a little bit of a delay there. But then you hear, Oldstead, you say? That's a far ways away from home you are there, Sylvan. But I do not know this king you speak of. I have heard of the Platinum Cross. Those are prestigious units, if you will. Do you ever plan on coming back? That's all you hear.
Yes, this is probably my last use of this spell. Eventually, yes, I will be back. It's just, there's a lot of dangers out there. There's a rising threat of an unknown queen. And I'm sure our adventures will bring us back there. I met somebody along the way that's also from there. So, I'll be there to return and come say hi. Where do you reside?
Well, whenever you get back, me and Thud could definitely use some help. There's something stirring up here in Totalis as well. The whole town's becoming petrified. I don't know what's going on. It's weird, Sylvan. I'm scared. And Thud's getting weak. I'm driving him to his breaking limit. And that's all you get.
You guys remember that?
Yeah, I think so. For my session too. Alright, then I will.
Alright, do you guys remember who was Thud?
Do you remember?
You two specifically.
We might have to have a guest appearance with Thud.
Yeah,
if Thud comes back.
Comes back.
Do you
This
remember
is from his first campaign.
the shittiest campaign I ever had?
Oh, I wasn't part of that.
Oh, you were?
No.
You should remember it then.
Thud is Alex Merton.
Yeah.
The barbarian.
Thud! He makes his guest appearance.
Who, looked for bear shit out in the woods.
Okay, is that all you do, Sylvan?
Yeah.
Here, let me actually pull out your guys' skill log.
I am gonna run into right after that though, before I go to sleep. Oh, sure, yeah. Yep. We're just passing around. I wanna.
Wait, how'd you get those? I had those.
Well,
Check out
we
your
were
face.
with each other, so I just
Face.
took it. I'm gonna run to Sigmund's room,
Okay.
and I wanna kind of knock on it and then kind of open it.
All you hear coming from the room is.
He doesn't have the stamina for that yet.
Sigmund, what are you doing in there?
Oh, I'm sleeping.
Hey, I contacted one of my friends on Totalis,
Yep.
and I don't know what ties you have there or what, but he said that. You know, I remember how we learned that there was like I don't know if there's Baylors on each island
Oh, Baylor's in each island.
or something, or like a presence on each one that was tasked with taking over the.
Oh, there was?
I swear.
I don't remember that. Well, continue.
But anyways, I think something's happening there now. Because my friend Benji, him and Thud were in danger. He was wondering if I was coming back soon. Because everybody, like towns, they were becoming petrified.
Really?
So I don't know what ties you have there, but
Oh, there's always something going on in Totalis with the monsters roaming around.
it sounded
Petrified.
worse though.
Could be some sort of Medusa or Beholder or what else petrifies things?
I would.
Can I make a history check?
On what?
I want to know. For some reason in my brain, I remember being told that that on each island, like there's a Rhaegal-like figure working for the queen. Can I make a history check to see if I can
Make a
recognize
history
one?
check.
18.
18. The only thing you remember hearing is when Rhaegal was trying to command you to his army. He said pawns. You don't know anything else other than him saying, "I'm doing this for my queen."
And then there's
Or
other
we're doing
pawns.
this for our
Yeah.
we're all pawns in But you don't know anything outside of that. You
No,
don't know.
I know that. I just know, for some reason that keeps coming back to my brain that there's stuff going on in each island, or isle.
I just wanted to bring that. I don't know if you have family there or what, but
I have many brothers and sisters in the Asmar camp. I hope it just still stands.
'cause I know that's far away.
How far away is that from here? Like 3 or 4 islands?
Two.
You know it's Vastmar, Totalis, Vastmar, Olmsted.
And then what goes south?
Perry Brooks.
So Perry Brooks is close.
Perry Brooks is Far Island.
And then King's Main is like in the opposite corner where we came from.
Where you're right now.
Just a thought.
Kingsmain and Oldstead are on the very
Yeah,
opposite ends.
but that's
of
where
Far
we
Island.
started our campaign when we got on the old man or the
Yeah,
Like-
and you knew it took about a week to get from Kingsmain to Total or to
so
Oldstead.
10 days. So yeah, so it'd probably take like half of that to go. So Talis. Yeah, I mean, I'm always wanting to go back there. I don't know if I'm ready yet, honestly. I have many demons I have to fight there. I may seem confident and strong here, but on that island, I may be different.
Oh, I never got that impression of you.
Good thing we're not on that island.
I'm just joking.
I'm not joking at all. I'm being honest with you.
I said I'm joking. Alright, well I just wanted to tell you.
Well,
I don't know what's going on there. We can try to.
I mean, I don't-
I
I
just-
believe your mission at Perry Brooks might be more important because
Yes,
it's more
I
timely. If you're looking for your siblings, the more time that you are away from them, more things can happen to them. I don't have.
I'm also worried though that they could be anywhere. Because the Queen was taken to Perry Brooks and then shipped out, so I'm like, they could be. Geez, they could be on Oldstead right now. I don't know. No idea where they are. I just learned a new spell that I hope can help me, but I need to find something a little more worth more money, so I can try to search for.
Well, let's get some sleep and we can reconvene in the morning.
Sounds good. Yeah. Go sleep now.
Yeah. So as you kind of go back to your
You
respective
hear the closing.
you hear, so Sylvan, you go back to your room as you're sort of contemplating and trying to figure things out. As you sort of are sitting there in thought, your window creaked open. You hear a little something on the wind.
Yeah. I'll go to the window right away.
And
Kind of
as-
still wide awake.
And as you sort of pass, because this is when you kind of step in the room, you kind of go around to the right side to go to your window next to the piano, and you hear Sylvan, and then out of the corner of your
Piano starts playing.
starts playing.
Hello? Who is it?
Sylvan, it seems you have lost your voice.
My
I
voice.
haven't heard you sing
I know it's
in
been a
a
little.
long time.
We've been kind of busy.
But it is magic and the music that give you strength.
I know.
If you forget it, maybe you don't need me.
No, I need you. I like having you around. I like talking to you. I'll make sure to sing soon. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing.
I'll play my lute.
And so she keeps playing as you keep speaking.
And I kind of want to have some magic fly off my.
Yes, and then you see like as each key is getting pressed and the sound is coming out, it feels as if like the wind is influencing the keys on the actual organ or the piano, and you see sort of like little pieces of magic fly out as well as you sort of do yours.
Just remember, don't lose your voice.
And it floats out the window. And then you find
Sorry.
yourself to rest, if you would like.
Yeah. No.
Sigmund. As you get abruptly awoken by Sylvan and have your conversation, and you find yourself going back to sleep, you find yourself awoken to a nice bazaar of sorts, and you sort of are kind of getting buffeted by some winds, and you kind of open this door, and then it descends down deep into this sort of cellar where you come to an opening in the wall, and you have a familiar friend behind you, one you haven't seen in a long time, and you sort of get backtracked to an old memory that you've had when you were tracked or tasked to mine a bit off the west coast of Totalis. And as you're sort of going through this sort of rocky cavern of sorts, you tie this rope around your waist, and you're getting lowered into this sort of tight chasm of sorts, and you hear a voice above you. You should be getting close. Close. We need this. It'll be the biggest take we've ever gotten, friend. Buckfit will be happy. The gems can get us better weapons, better armor, hell, maybe even horses. And then, as you sort of keep getting lowered, inch by inch, you see this beam of light kind of peeks through just above you and hits your chest piece just right, and it shines out in front of you. And you see just a flash, or you catch a glimpse of a piece of jadeite deep in the rock in front of you. What would you like to do?
Do I have a pickaxe with me?
You have tools of
Or
sorts.
tools? Yeah, I'll start trying to mine the jadeite.
Yeah, as you kind of slowly keep descending, make a sleight of hand check for me.
Let's go. Nice. Sleight of hand?
Yeah.
18.
18. And you sort of like, by instinct, you kind of feel this warmth too as the light kind of just barely peeks through, and it hits your chest piece, and you see it as you're descending, and you just kind of take a chisel quick, and you sort of like reach in, and it goes your full arm distance. You kind of reach in, and you feel a click and a pop, and it sort of like shoots out at you, and it like hits off your chest piece, and you snatch it out of the air. Then, you notice that when it kind of hits, part of the rock sort of gives way too, as it almost seems like this piece of jade like tears through this rubble, and you find a piece of jadeite about a foot long. And you see, when you get pulled back out, that it's not your friend anymore that pulls you out of the chasm after you grab this. It's this short little figure. He's got this nice fancy robes kind of all around him. He's a little stubby, and he's got a nice hat, and he goes, ha 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 ha! Sigmund, we meet again! Thank you so much for getting such precious gem out of the earth. You deserve it.
Do I recognize this guy?
Make a religion check.
Okay. Are you fucking kidding me? It's another crit fail.
Oh no.
It's a couple of those.
And you see, as you sort of look at this figure puzzledly, and he goes, oh, no. Your luck has not reached you yet today, has it?
Oh. I'm just kind of like dumbfounded.
I can't believe my own brother's son doesn't even recognize me.
Only brother's not my uncle. Give me a second. Yo, what up, Oak? Nope. Doesn't ring a bell.
Well, I guess take this. Fine, it's yours. But maybe the next time you go mining, you'll find the god's presence a little bit more helpful. And then you see him sort of like kind of walk out of the cavern backwards. He goes, bye, Brightsteel. And then you fall back asleep.
God damn it!
He's pissed.
Bradley.
Shit.
Bradley, you find yourself asleep fairly easily. You feel as the new coming days have passed you, you feel a sense or a presence of change. As you sort of sit with yourself and you're sort of preparing things before you find rest, that you notice that some magics just don't feel right. You want to change. And you find yourself asleep, looking at the orb, and you see this burning, as if the orb itself is trying to combust itself from the inside out. And you realize the spell that you've learned, that you've taught yourself, the spell that's been deep within you the entire time. And you feel as the orb gets hotter and hotter and hotter. And you kind of feel as if now you're holding a ball of flame itself. And you feel it in your hands. Again. And you sort of sit there and catch yourself dozing off. And as you doze off, you feel that orb hit your chest, and you fall asleep. As you fall asleep, green hits. Large back shadow of green light within a forest or within a cavern. You can't really tell, but it's in an enclosed space. You see a figure you've never seen before. You see this woman who's got just at the barely edges of her form, you see two long braids hanging off her shoulders. And you see glimpses of gold across her face. And you see red hair. And you see her with a wand or a staff of sorts with a light on top of it. She peeks it through the stars and through the sky. And you see that light hit and a burst of white energy hits. And you see her diminish, and she hunches over as a bunch of green vines sprout. You feel as if her movement is restricted, and she's trying to call out something. And as she does, you see that magic that was in the sky split in half. And she sort of tries to reach, and she just can't. And you hear, or you see as if she's trying to scream, and she can't. And then she feels a presence, and you see her look straight at you. What just happened? Then you wake up. And everybody, actually at this point, wakes up to the new day.
Good morning, Skulligar.
Skulligar.
Honestly, like, I could have done this. You like probably gone to battles and try to practice disguise self.
Yeah, we can say that even in the morning, you could maybe try to do that as well.
Okay, so I'll do that whenever I
Yeah,
get a chance.
let's go ahead and just do that right now. Let's,
I think I get 2.
yeah, we usually get 2, and we'll roll the performance check.
I want to do Jorah from the Rebel Roses,
Mhm.
as well as Jakar.
As Jakar, okay. Let's go Rebel Roses, let's go performance check first.
10.
10. With that, I would say with Jorah, you get the bits and pieces that you feel are necessary, but you don't get the minute details. But I would say that you have a resemblance of Jorah in the back of your pocket.
Okay.
Okay, and then go ahead for Jakar.
20.
That 20.
Oh,
Nice.
perfect. Okay, for that.
Perfect. And with Jakar, you get everything. And you get his voice maneuvers, you get everything that he has. You almost feel as if like you could be Jakar.
You can do that voice too. Yeah, not too bad.
I could be Jakar.
I could be Jakar.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, with that, we'll say going through the rest of your days. I know at one point you wanted to do a stakeout
No, we're
again.
I'm more good. We don't have to do it. So we'll just move forward because that was only like a real quick thing, anyways.
Yeah. Well, I guess because I kind of forgot about it. Was there anything specific?
For that missing that.
It was just like
Yeah.
quick search, nothing like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but was there anything you wanted to
Got that bitch nailed
Like,
down.
We're gonna look on the docks and see like if we could search for the symbol or like look at the different ships in their upper levels to see if there's one that like, because we know that they hide the kids up there generally. So we're just gonna kind of do a walk by and see if we saw anything suspicious, but nothing like.
let's
essential right
make
now.
a perception check. Go.
I'm
27.
before I go to bed. While we're going to bed, I'm feeding them.
18. So just based off that, we'll say we backtrack a little bit to the night before we come back. Looking throughout the ships, you see, probably 5 or so ships docked in port. You know that certain factions of sorts might have a certain symbol. But you kind of get the sense real quick that if the Thieves Guild had a ship, they're probably not going to have their sign just out in the open.
Yeah.
And you notice nothing throughout the night. You don't see anything suspicious. You don't see any movement from any of the docks, other than maybe like one merchant ship is just kind of like comes out and pees off the deck and then goes back downstairs. Other than that, you don't see anything.
Cool. Yeah.
And then now we do find ourselves in the next morning.
Ready, man?
Oh,
We're ready to go?
Yeah, we're going to the bounty board.
I know we already have our bounties, right?
We got our bounties.
Oh, we're just. What's the plan then? Where would
We gotta get a ship.
Oh yeah.
We gotta go find Nadia.
Guess we can't. Whatchamacallit isn't today, is it? The fights?
I
No,
don't think so, but we might want to schedule one.
we can fight when we get back.
Alright.
I think we had to request one.
Yeah. We didn't.
Well, if we can get a ship.
Let's just go find Nadia and see if she's got anything for us.
She's gonna be the best bet.
I agree.
And as you all leave, few of you see a familiar face from the night before. A humble servant of Jakarans kind of walks up to the door, and he's kind of sitting on the front, like as you walk out, he's like kind of sitting there nervously, and he's got like a jug of wine on his back, and he goes, "Oh, I'm tasked to watch over Guildhouse for you."
Oh, perfect.
Oh, sweet, thank you.
Fantastic.
Tell your master thank you.
Yeah, well, I'm supposed to watch. How do I go tell him?
No. I'm saying if you see him again.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can do so. Thank you.
You sound
Thank you
just
for
like
stopping.
him.
Thank you for doing this.
I'm from his hometown. Yeah.
What do you got in your back there, lad?
This is homemade wine.
Give me a taste of that. Would
Oh,
you?
yeah. And he sort of pulls it out and he corks and he's sort of, I usually drink straight. You have a cup?
Just pour it in my flask.
Okay. And he sort of like slowly pours some.
What is your name, little guy?
Shit.
My name is Joseph.
Joseph.
Nice to meet you, Joseph. For your time and to make sure you actually do your job, I'll give him a gold piece.
And he takes it and goes, "Oh, thank you." And he sort of tucks it in his shirt pocket. And he takes a swig of wine, corks it, puts it on his back.
I'll make yourself at home.
Oh, yeah,
I
okay.
appreciate this, Joseph. Thank you.
And he actually just goes and sits on one of the park benches out front.
Sweet.
And he goes,
What a guy.
Alright, well, I was.
Just like witnessing this guy with a
Yeah.
big jug on him.
Hey, this is maybe far-fetched. I feel like we have a decent relationship with Jakard. Think he has a ship? Want to come
It
with?
seemed like the traveling type.
We could ask him.
Or should we send him first?
I think Nadia is a good place to start.
Might be a big ask for them.
I like the idea of seeing if
Good.
Nadia's ships have been attacked by this.
He's a big
thing.
trade guy,
Yeah,
that card.
a little more mustard behind us.
That's true.
Yeah. I say we go there, and if nothing pans out, then it couldn't hurt to ask.
Then again, if her ship's got attacked, I don't think the bounty anybody would really care because she's a member of.
Might not be just hers though as well.
Yeah.
She was gonna give us a ship that one time.
Yeah, I think we might submit it against the number.
Yeah, let's go.
see it did Axe.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have the flag in my bag.
Okay. Yep. And as you actually approach, one of the ships that you saw a guy pee off the deck in the middle of the night, you see actually Jacquard standing there talking to that man, and he's sort of got a couple barrels right next to him, and he's got it opened, and he like kind of takes scoop a handful of it, and you see it's like this nice like grayish black sort of thin powder, and he sort of goes, thank you, good friend. Thanks for your services. I will use this very well. And he sort of puts the top back on. And notices, friend, Salty Mokai.
Hey, Garrett, how's it going? We just met Joseph.
Yeah, he made it over.
Hey, man, he's sitting on the
Yeah.
bench. Is he gonna just stay there until we're back?
I've tasked him to watch your house in the mornings for a couple hours.
Perfect. That's awesome.
He,
Appreciate that.
he doesn't care for much. He just likes to be able to make his own wine and concoctions, and
Good wine at that.
yeah, very tart, very tart. But yeah, he's very happy-go-lucky. He does whatever I tell him. Kind of saved him, but so he's here.
That's good. Yeah, he's from your hometown, he said.
Yep. He was a friend of my nephew's and just wanted out of his hometown, and he kind of got into some rough dealings, and I took him away.
No, I don't mean to. While you're here,
I
do you have a ship?
do I have a ship?
Yeah,
Like me personally.
like one that you can use.
The guild does, but it's not mine.
We're just in need of a ship.
Let's say I have a boat, like a small boat, but not a ship.
Pretty good rower.
There's a specific mineral off the coast here that I like to get for my concoctions, but that's about all I use it for. It can't fit you out, for sure.
Because I know how to sail a ship. I don't know, we're just looking for.
You gotta go talk to Nadia.
Yeah.
Do you know where Nadia might be?
This early in the morning, after being in the tavern all night, I don't know.
Should we stay in the tavern?
We probably
Let's
go
just
there
have
for a
she
bit.
likes to spend there, and we should swing by the bounty board, just make sure they didn't throw anything else out there. No, we took the two, but just make sure nothing else got
Well,
taken.
Kurt, good seeing you today.
Yeah.
Good luck with your concoctions you're making.
Yes, more bombs, yeah.
Yeah, we'll head to the inn and the board, I guess.
Yeah, make sure there's nothing new on the board, so we're taking all the bounties right now.
Okay. Yeah.
We will not allow bounty to be taken by anybody.
Yeah, you go to the bounty board, and you don't see anything posted right now.
Good. Keep it that way.
But then, yeah, you guys want to go to the inn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
So for now, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you guys walk into the inn. You see Roland behind the bar, and then you also see Nadia kind of talking to Roland at the bar.
But early she is.
Here, who's very good at convincing people of things?
That's right there. Our
Guidance,
captain.
guidance, buddy.
The captain,
Go get in there.
Go get it.
Captain.
Oh, Gort.
Nadia,
Oh, good morning, Sylvan.
did you have a late night last night?
Indeed, yes.
Well, I got the.
I'll pull out the flag, Jimmy.
I appreciate the flag you gave us.
Oh, it made it your way. I
Yeah,
see.
I'll put it up. I'll put it up later today. I have a big ask, Nadia.
Just gonna rub it in her head. Yes, what would that be?
We're in debt a little bit, and we need some. You know, before we stake out everything and try to figure out what we're gonna do with this, and I think we kind of need a pummel pit fight to happen, so we can kind of stake out how to get those. What we talked about.
Yes.
We were gonna head down the coast because there's some winged beasts attacking something.
Oh, fuck them. Yeah, Mike. Jeez, 7 Hills Almighty.
Do you know what that is?
Yes, freaking huge winged creatures. Fucking, we saw 3 of them.
What
So
are
they
they?
eat dragons?
Hell, they looked like them. Came down swooping on our sails.
Just to get one doesn't mean I want more.
3 dragons, he's saying. Did you see a Khaleesi riding them?
No, I heard tales of a swamp creature, the hag penis.
Oh, that Khaleesi.
But yes, they're definitely they attacked us a few times even. They came from the Razorback Mountains. Do you have a lead on this, or how would you?
Yeah, we think we kind of can we're gonna try to track them down and get rid of them.
Well, I tell you what, do not fight them on boat. There's no hope.
Some more of getting into the Razorback. How long of a travel is it from where we are to the Seahorse Reef?
Oh, the Seahorse Reef actually runs right up to Skulgar. It's the whole entire eastern coast of Volstead is the Seahorse Reef.
Well, those are the crates.
Yeah. I know, I was just wondering where that
Oh,
was.
yeah.
Well, I know you mentioned the one time you had a ship that we could maybe use, like a smaller one. Or no? I thought maybe.
I remember one was taken from us. I don't believe I have anyone that you can borrow silver, unfortunately.
Alright.
I think, one time Doris, I think when you're talking to the people at the docks once, they said you can rent them there, correct? It's just pretty hefty.
It's expensive.
So I guess we could say.
Just take our ship.
Yeah, I mean, if it's. Well, we definitely don't want to go for this giant wood creature, it sounds like. Sounds like that one you want.
Really? You want to roll 2d6 for me again?
This
Sounds
giant
like a
wood
good-
creature, we want to go on land and get it. Because they're coming from the Razorback Mountains, so I believe. Nadia, does that sound
We
correct?
do.
We want to attack them via land?
Yes, I would definitely recommend finding wherever they're residing in the frickin' mountains, those bastards. I tried hitting them with cannons, it was impossible. Perhaps if the Harkonnen has a harpoon? A giant ballista, maybe? Perhaps you could shoot them out of the sky.
Oh,
Yeah, we don't know.
The Harkonnen really has wood at this point.
We have a ranger.
Yeah, it would be smart, Greg. Something to damage our ship more would not be smart. They're taking mindful.
Otherwise, it looks like
Whichever one.
we can go to the Seahorse Reef and go
Okay.
find those
Let me
crates.
know.
Maybe that's what we should do.
We should take our ship down
Good.
I say we either take our ship to. I mean, I think we'd be fine.
Did you say you have 2 leads or whatever,
Oh,
tasks?
Yeah, we have 2 tasks. One's to take out those beasts, and another one is to track down a ship.
Well,
It's like a stolen crates.
Yeah, a boat took it.
tell you what, boys. With you flying as the tide, if you can take out those winged beasts, I'll let you aboard the Sparrow and we'll ride together and get this shipment.
Seems fair.
Oh, right.
I'm not taking my boat out though with those winged beasts still coming out.
Okay. So
Oh, so
we can find a horse or a rent or something to travel. Or we can just
Wait,
take
say
it
that
on.
again? Sorry.
I gave you the proposition. If you take care of those winged beasts as my...
Oh, then we can take your boat for me.
I will not be letting you take my boat. You'll be on my boat.
With her.
You'll be on it with me.
For the wing beast.
No.
For
For the crates.
for the crates, for the crates.
Oh,
Track-
at that point, we all have our own ship. We're taking the wing beast, right?
Oh,
Or how we...
my job won't be done by then.
How long of a day's travel would it be horseback to get to the Razorback Mountains?
Oh, they butt up right close to the city, but however, we typically get attacked close to the middle point of the Razorback Mountains. Typically, its peak. I would presume the creatures reside near the peak.
Could you possibly mark where you roughly were when you got attacked?
Of course, yes.
What kind of noises do they make?
They were like screeches and roars mixed together, joggled up in one.
What that?
Yes, it was weird.
So how long do you think
Magical.
to that location you sent us?
On horseback, probably 1.5 days, 2 days.
1.5 days just there.
But that's, I mean, I do not know how equipped Sotimalka is to climb a mountain.
It'd be our first rodeo.
Have some fucking knots.
He's Billy.
There are some shipments of these rams and goats and larger beasts that can traverse the mountains. Again, those shipments are kind of rare in Skulgar, but
I have a mountain goat that I can scale.
well,
His name's Billy.
really,
I wonder if we
Wasn't
could
that
bait
convenient?
these beasts.
I can only have 1 Billy though, not 6 Billies.
If they're coming out of the mountain to attack the boats, then we can bait the beasts into coming to attack us on the shoreline somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe we can bring them to us or go into them is what I'm trying to say.
I know we need to get him out. Because I don't think we're going to get him.
What sort of things were they attacking the boat for? Were they heading towards any cargo? Were they just there to ward you away? What were these attacks like?
you know, the more you say it, it seems as if once we got out of a certain range, they kind of left us alone. I don't know if it's territorial or.
By protecting something.
What if they have a nest or something?
We bet we could sell an egg for pretty hefty price. Or raise it as our own.
What do you think?
Maybe we just walk down the docks, see if someone will give us passage.
See what it costs?
We could just tell them about the shipments, not about the beast, and then act like, oh, there's beasts there, we might as well take these guys out too.
That's not a bad idea.
Please, if you do that, do not do it to the Order of the Tide Man.
Listen, when you take the lead on this one.
At this point, it seems like we're either doing that or we're doing
Alright.
versus.
Then to the docks.
Again, I offer you my services of the Sparrow. It seems as if the shipment might be a time-sensitive thing. They're stolen.
I know, it's gonna take us at least 3 days.
Give me like a little bit down to the docks, and we may have a deal with you. But let's see with this first. Does that sound good?
I'm with that, yeah.
Cuts a fart as he leaves.
Yeah, the deal's no longer.
Deal is not.
I leave my guys here. Good faith to you, Nadia. My stench will remain here while I'm gone. I'll head down to the docks.
Okay.
Can I roll for my hat? as well?
Yeah, really. Roll for your hand.
Trust me, I know.
3.
Let's see what Bradley can do with that. Bradley's thing over there.
Yeah, we're at the docks.
I'm pretty like I lose the last effects, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll gaze at the ships on port right now.
Just a
I got
Can I make a perception check?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Anybody run thing?
Oh, I thought it was a 1 again. I was gonna lose my mind. 20. 30.
20. Yeah, you obviously see a merchant ship. You see one ship that has a tabard on it that definitely resembles Order of the Tide. You kind of assume that there might be a ship or two that is with the Kingsmain, the trading company, and you see another smaller ship of sorts.
Does any of them look like they have weapons? Or not like weapons, but like cannons?
Both trading company, the ones, yes, the Kingmans do. Pirate ship does. Merchant ship does not. And then the other one has one, and it's on the front.
Oh, well, I'll go to that one.
Okay, so the smaller ship of all, there's a couple guys, and a couple females that are kind of working on it.
Good day.
Hello,
You might be who?
my name's Lise.
Lise. How's it going today?
Not too bad.
I seen your ship. It looks mighty fine. We're
Just a small thing.
yes, we're looking to need it for a little bit of a passage. We need to pick up some shipments. We're wondering if we would be able to use your ship.
And where might these shipments be?
I believe south of the Seahorse Reef.
Oh, so Of this island?
Yes.
Oh, man. I thought you were talking about a different island. I was just saying, depends on where we're going.
There's some beasts that we could slay too, but maybe on the way. You be interested?
Make a persuasion check.
What? Nice. Dirty 20 again.
20. He goes, kind of like looks all around. He goes, well, maybe with that one we might have a chance. It looks like maybe a couple of you here, but you two seem a little pointless in this endeavor. If we're on a ship fighting something.
Huh? I have some javelins I could throw, or that's about all.
Okay. Hopefully we only find some reef sharks. And then you.
Well, I can man the
Singer.
Ballista.
Okay.
Why is everybody gotta pick on me?
Well,
I'm probably the best fighter here.
okay.
I don't know
All
if
right.
it's
Well. Seahorse Reef, sure.
Go, let's go.
Can we leave right now?
We can help you get everything ready.
Yes.
I
He's
can
gotta go watch. Maybe he sort of like looks at the sky. Well, we got some things here to unload to give us like no more than 30 minutes.
We can help you.
We'll help you unload it.
Make another percentage check.
8? Yes.
One each.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
It's not bad.
I love doing these. 25.
So 14.
Plus 2.
And he kind of looks at you and goes, "All right, Singer, very, very nice.
There you go.
You can help, and you can help. All right. The rest of you, I don't
He's weaker than
think
me.
I trust yet. Okay.
Who won the bubble pits again?
You're weak though. You died.
Klein always says, don't look at the merchandise. That's all I ask.
Okay.
And so he's got a
Ooh.
couple barrels
Alright.
that in crates that he just is having you take to a couple places.
I'll do that.
Sylvan, see if there's kids in there.
Yeah, and you guys kind of just take them from the docks, and a couple will go to
Yeah,
the
very
slums.
suspicious. Carry.
Are you gonna look?
Yeah. I know what I look. I know. I like. Are they all?
You just ask her,
Are they like-
are they like
are they like
in the
all-
game? He's like that little barrel of division.
Are they like
Like,
off the ship?
barrel.
Yeah, they're off the ship already.
Oh.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'll just help them move them.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, and they just take a couple like to the slums here,
Maybe move
like
them.
in this area, and then they take one to the Sleeping Serpent Inn, and then they take one to the circle.
Did I take any in this area?
No.
Okay.
What does it sound like?
Yeah, I just feel like it's liquid in
Sham.
there. I'm trying to like listen in.
I would say, yeah, make a percentage check. I'll give you that. Sort of like, what's in the present?
14.
14. A couple of them that you bring, you hear a couple of clangs of like glass. That one you specifically take to the Serpent Inn. You hear like one of them's like pretty light, and it doesn't really seem like much. And it's just like it's a big barrel and it should be heavy, but it doesn't feel like anything else is really in there. And then you feel one more that sort of kind of has like a little bit of shifting in it, but it's hard to tell what it is.
Okay. I'll drop them off.
And then that takes no more than 20 minutes. And then
10 minutes.
Yeah.
You guys come back and he goes, well, thanks for the help.
Hey, no problem.
I guess
I'm good. I'm good hand.
hop aboard.
What was your name again?
Lease.
Lease.
Oh, please.
Thank you, Lease. I'll be manning the ballista since I'll be useless for everything else.
I don't know where you get a ballista down here.
Whatever that weapon is that I'll point at.
Yeah, it's just a cannon. It's just
Oh,
one cannon.
the cannon, I mean, I've experienced being a powder monkey on my ship.
Huh? Whoa, wait, why do you need us if you got a ship?
It's being repaired right now.
Oh,
Not good. It's not in good shape.
whoa, Jesus. Now I maybe don't trust you anymore anyway.
Well, we got it. We got it in bed.
Wait,
Oh,
we are two. We are. Hey, I'm the captain of that ship. Trust me. I do a heck of a job driving. If your eyes get tired, need a nap, let me know.
I can vouch for him.
I actually do a good job.
Hey, Sorry, keep going.
I don't know if you. I believe maybe you're good crewmates and still don't believe that you didn't find it in better shape. But okay, whatever. Let's go. And he goes, alright, sails up. Going to Seahorse.
Perfect. Thank you. Guilty, come here.
Yeah.
I have something to share.
What is it?
Got a little bored last night. I was thinking. I have titles, you have titles. We're always fighting leader, captain, whatever. So I went ahead and I thought it would be good to assign everyone a title. Let me know what you guys think.
I'm not accepting this. I'm letting you know that ahead of time.
I would like to hear theirs first.
I don't know.
Oh, you're
Not me.
Bradley, you are a fine caster. You are Bradley, the magician.
I'm Bradley, you're a magician.
I guess so. Got any cheap party tricks.
You're
If
Bradley.
you like it, you can change it if you like. I just came up with it myself.
I might brainstorm it, but we'll see. More
Okay,
bad.
keep it going.
I'm from Brecken.
Rowan, you are the shadow.
Okay, that's cool. Thank you.
I feel like you're not kind of like fist
I'm gonna try to stealth immediately. I don't get zero skills.
I can still see you.
Crit fails.
Brecken, I unfortunately have not came up with one for
Dirty
you
20.
yet.
That's okay.
If anyone can figure one for Brecken, it'd be helpful.
I don't need one.
The drunk.
That's what I was thinking.
Would you like to be the drunk?
Sure.
Drunken the drunk ranger.
The drunken warrior.
The drunken ranger.
The drunken ranger.
Brecken, the drunken ranger.
Aye.
And as you guys are all kind of laughing about the drunken, you look around and you don't see Rowan anymore.
Picture this thing I saw on Instagram. It's like roll a perception check, and you roll it, and you're like a 5, and then there's just people hiding behind a tree. But you see their shoulders. But you're all bad, so you don't see.
Or it's like they're standing behind like a tree that's this big.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, they're like trying to hide. Like, oh, I don't see them.
Sylvan, you are the captain. I am Sigmund, the leader.
Oh,
And Doris, you are the Dragon Knight.
Yeah, buddy.
You like those titles?
It'll do.
Sure, that. Oh, jeez.
I think that can settle the debates we've been having
I
over
mean,
these last.
I really could care less
days.
who's leader. You're the only one that seems to proclaim that you're the leader.
No, that's fine. Then it's for myself. I
just-
didn't invite.
just-
If you don't want to be called captain, it's fine. I'll call you.
No, that's fine.
I'll call you Sylvan the Short,
So in the badass.
or Sylvan the Squishy,
No. No.
or Sylvan the Stinky.
I just be Sylvan the Beast. Sylvan the Strong. Sylvan the Warrior.
Sylvan the Singer.
Sylvan
You
the
don't
Singer.
sing either. Come on, give us a nice sea
Sylvan the
shanty on the way
Warrior.
to the Seahorse Reef.
I think I will. I like big.
You're just so stupid.
I like big tits and again out loud. Khaleesi is so hot. She made my pee-pee stink, but it makes me go round and round. I can't sprung. She likes to scream. Do you hear that one, please?
The captain didn't like it.
Take 5 psychic damage.
What do you mean, please?
You're supposed to cannot lie.
You actually feel.
This kid did not.
You actually feel.
When Khaleesi walks in with an ambulance running in my face, I can't afford it.
You hear a voice creep through your head that says, "Not that type of voice,"
I'm sorry.
and you actually take 3 points of psychic.
No! No!
You don't see it now. That's
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Hi.
See, my creative juices are flowing, and now yours are flowing. It's perfect.
I have returned.
Thank you, Captain.
Well, just call me Sylvan.
I'll start calling you Cap.
No. I'll
Thank
be
you.
Sylvan.
Thank you,
Sylvan
Sir
Centaurus, the
That's
greatest
so
singer.
So Cap,
What's Cap?
you are.
Rowan, I'm glad you liked yours. I took a lot of thought for
You're
you.
looking the wrong direction. I'm behind you.
Rowan, thank you.
You don't know that.
Oh wait, no, that's not fair.
Perhaps for my title, it could be the Fire Lord.
Fire Lord.
I've been
Bradley the Fire Lord.
practicing the
All
fire
right.
magic.
The Firelord.
I say we take a vote. All in favor of the Fire Lord, say aye. Aye.
What do the people on the ship say?
They don't count this vote.
What? Not I.
Okay.
But I got this cool
And
fire
you are
vest.
lease. The lease of your boat.
True.
Yes.
Well, you didn't pay me, so.
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna look
I'll
around
toss
and
it
go like
back
this.
Okay.
Nothing compares
So
to
take-
an adventure, my friend.
Take the 5 gold. Alright, I guess I'm least the least.
I pay their debts.
Your debts.
You're welcome. Well, what do you guys do for work? Just this all the time?
Is there more people on the boat or is it just him?
Simple girl.
There's like 2 other guys and 3 girls.
Holy
Did they
shit.
hear my song?
Shit, time out. Have we left the port yet?
Yeah, you're on your way.
God damn it. Does it look like they're like battle worthy, you know, or
They seem like well-equipped ship hands.
And the
Oh,
girl's
Is
attractive.
anyone from hot?
Yeah.
Make a perception check.
I don't have to steal.
No, you can't.
Come on, I need it.
I need it, he said.
I want to make a
13.
No!
13.
I was
So
gonna-
you don't get it.
13.
13. So you kind of take a quick look around, and they all seem like siblings. And they look a little bit more like Lise than they do anything else.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna go for the one with the biggest ass. And
I'm gonna die from psychedelics.
this is how I picture Lee.
That's what I was thinking too. I was just in my head, just like the biggest struggler ever. And the 3 sisters that just look like.
He just looks like he's got a dad vibe. He's just that type of guy.
That's fucking sorry. My
Literally
imagination
like
was
dad
going there.
vibe. Really. That's just. He's like 5'10" dad vibe. And that's
Love
all.
it.
Alright. Hey, right, I'm not gonna go over them. They look like Lise.
So you guys see Sylvan strut over, and he finds somebody turned with his back or their back to him. And he's about to slap ass, and then the guy turns around and just like comes strutting. He like does a loop around him, and he comes right back.
Wait.
You could do that too.
Wait, so this is a chick that looks like Lise?
No, no. You said you wanted to find the biggest ass, so you went and found the biggest ass, and you went to slap it, and it turns around, it's a guy.
I go.
It's actually.
And you like pull a dragon pipe out.
And you do one of these, and you go, and he turns around, and you're like, sick. And then you start walking around, and you come right back to the bar.
Oh my god.
That's the second character of Max's.
Struggle.
This is on the level of Al. Struggle.
Oh, that's shit.
Oh.
I rolled a nat 1 on appearances.
Oh, really?
God. That's fucking hilarious.
So where do you guys ship to most of the time?
And Lee's pipes up. He's like kind of on the steering wheel, and Lee's pipes up and he goes, "Oh, honestly, usually Old Stead, Tiber Cove, but that's kind of shit. Mostly go over there in Far Island, and we sometimes hit up Kings Main, but that's usually on our bigger jobs. We don't get those very much."
I see you're traveling with your 3 siblings.
Yeah, that's my brother, Lo,
Oh, how's it going, Lo?
and my other brother, Lux.
What about your sister's names?
That one's Sheridan. That one's Mackie. And I don't know where Janny is. Janny's probably downstairs.
You guys all kind of look similar.
Yeah. Lo's my twin. Lux and Janny are twins. The other are twins.
Jeez,
Yeah.
it's not twins.
Yep. I'm the old, well, technically the oldest. Family ship.
So where do you guys stay most of the time? Where do you live? What do you call home? Other than this boat?
Well, there's actually this there's this little island just off the coast of our island that we like to call home. Simple, got a little shack there. No real name for it, just an island. Small little plot.
My insight on.
Okay, make an insight check.
I don't know. 16.
What are you trying to glean?
Just see if he's lying or telling the truth. If he actually knows the name of it or knows if it's not what he's saying it is.
You don't get any lie from him. It's just get the sense that yeah, they just live a simpler life off this small little island.
How long is it gonna take us to get there?
Shouldn't be too long. Don't think so.
Say,
Perfect.
well, if you need our help, let us know, okay?
30 minutes.
I'm gonna shoot at some fish in the water.
Okay. Takes about 8 hours.
Alright, I'm gonna.
There's there's not much to do with smaller ship. Kind of got most of it taken care of. The only thing I would say is if anybody wants to take watch out in front. Okay.
Right up there.
Yeah, all right. Take watch. Honestly, keep an eye out for things off the side of the ship, south side of the front of the ship. It'll be good. If you want to maintain the ship, set sails, make sure the cannon's ready to go.
Do you want me to show you how to really drive a ship? I'm pretty good at it.
And do what?
Just drive it. Give you a break.
I'm good.
You look tired though, Lise.
Nope. Woke up about 40 minutes before I saw you.
Just think you could have a beer or something while I drive.
Not an alcoholic.
I'll look at Bracken.
I'll have his.
We don't have booze on the ship.
He is
Take
tired
you back
Sullivan.
right now.
Tired of your bullshit. I'm gonna yell down.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna hang out.
So, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm stressed.
I was gonna ask, is the reef before the Razorback Mountains? On the map?
2 for 1. Oh shit.
I thought they said it was on the way, or the Razorback Mountain dragon things were on the way.
Yeah, I believe you'll.
Or do I don't know?
Wait, what?
This says go by the Razorback Mountains for the wing things,
Mhm.
and then this says Seahorse Reef. So do you know? Did he mark Seahorse Reef?
Seahorse Reef is that whole.
Is this whole area? Seahorse Reef?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay.
So we said.
So we don't know which one's first. I thought the Seahorse Reef was like smaller. My bad.
We'll say you make your way. It's what, a couple hours from now on from then. Let's make a perception check, Brecken and Rowan.
Nice, brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm just
15,
close up to the
17. Right away, you don't notice anything. You do see a couple like finned creatures, sort of like hovering around, like your ship for a minute, and then when you sort of get past them, they sort of turn around and head away. That's about the only thing you see.
Lise, you want me to shoot any fin creatures I see?
How big?
Hmm.
They're about in your vision, looking down there, about like this big.
About 4.5 feet.
No, they shouldn't be any bother. As long as you don't get in the water, they might not attack you.
They get up to 8 feet, I'm killing them.
Touche. We'll take that meat.
Good.
Perfect.
Yeah. And then anything else anybody wants to do?
I will just be on the lookout for things.
I'm also doing that. I'm trying to just
I
want
guess
to
I'll
talk
be
about watching.
specifically looking for shit.
I'll be ready. I'll be by the cannon though, ready
Or
to hit the cannon.
yes, I guess looking for shit and looking in the air.
I'm still
I'll look
looking
for
right
stuff
now.
in the water like crates.
Louis, so many animals we have for this.
He kind of says, well, there's 2 crates up by it.
I'll go look at the crates and
They're both full.
cool.
Yep.
And yeah, you guys travel for roughly about a couple more hours. It gets to be right around 6 p.m. So you guys have been traveling most of the day, honestly. And you get to a spot, and everyone roll perception checks.
Dirty 20.
17.
23.
17.
Nice.
Also got a 17.
17.
Oh, that was good.
So, anyone above a 15 hears.
I found the creature.
And then anyone above a 20, you see 4 winged creatures coming from down the mountain.
I'll holler at him.
And they look large.
Above, look! Oh, in full
And
Yeah, I guess I'll look up too.
Oh, that's it.
And now everyone sees these 4 winged creatures flying down at the ship. And that is where we were going to end the session.
Oh no.
I guess I was just gonna say too, like I was gonna tell Lise, like, you need to get to shore, like get as close to shore as you can.
Mitch.
Get to shore!
Elise. Khaleesi.
Nice. Alright, everyone.
Oh, yeah.
We're looking for XP.